At Monument Health, we keep going so you can keep going. With advanced orthopedic care, technology, innovations, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner.
Your home for the newest games is at The Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. When you're looking for the latest and greatest games, The Lodge is the place for you as we are constantly updating our gaming floor with new and exciting games. There's always something fresh and new at The Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. Your home for the newest games.
My name is Layton Chanel, and I'm majoring in biology and getting a minor in chemistry on a pre-dental track. It's a great community. Everybody has your back. You will gain so many more opportunities than you even thought possible. Being a part of BH in a small community, you have more ties and connections with students and advisors. Being able to have those gives you a pathway to more opportunities.
Looking for the ultimate family getaway? Hart Ranch Camping Resort has you covered with endless activities and top-notch amenities where the destination is the vacation. Want to try before you buy? Experience Hart Ranch with our resort membership preview. Just $139.95 for 4 days and 3 nights of unforgettable RV camping. Love what you see? We have membership types available for the occasional camper to the every weekender. Call 605-737-5360 or visit hrresort.org to schedule your membership preview today.
We're all going somewhere, going higher, faster, farther, going in new directions, to new places. At Monument Health, we keep going so you can keep going. We're dedicated to advanced orthopedic care with the latest innovations, technology, expertise, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner. Learn more at monument.health/orthopedics.
I'm Noah Westergaard, and I'm studying photography at Black Hills State. Being able to use what I learned in class to apply to actual things and not just a project for a grade, to have an actual purpose behind some stuff, I think it's pretty rewarding. The opportunities are there. I know that I'll be able to do whatever comes my way.
Your home for the newest games is at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. When you're looking for the latest and greatest games, the Lodge is the place for you as we are constantly updating our gaming floor with new and exciting games. There's always something fresh and new at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. Your home for the newest games.
Welcome in to Black Hills Energy Stadium for another edition of Spearfish Sasquatch Baseball. The Sasquatch tonight on a Saturday, a brisk evening, unseasonably brisk for June, will take on the capital city Aviators, game 2 of a 3-game set, and a little extra special, energy in the air tonight, as it's ring ceremony tonight, celebrating the 2025 Spearfish Sasquatch team, which took home the ILB crown, the first in franchise history. This team could be headed down a similar path with the way they've played early. Last night, a dominant 18-1 victory. The Sasquatch have been great at home, even better coming off of a loss. And Justin, last night was just a continuation of those trends.
Yeah, it sure was. We saw most, if not every game aspect of the game struggle in the second game against Casper down in Wyoming. And we saw a complete turnaround last night. We got every part of the game seemed to be more or less in line. No, of course, there's always going to be holes, and Coach Demos talked about that last night, that there's always still things to fix. But it really was a turnaround completely from a night in Casper.
Well, the Sasquatch have been unbeatable here at Black Hills Energy Stadium, 6-0. And they're not just winning, they are bludgeoning opponents. 85-15 run differential in those games. And a big reason for that dominance in the run column has been the home run. They've hit 15 home runs this season in just 13 games. If you take the rest of the ILB and combine their home run totals, it would not match up with the Spearfish Sasquatch. We saw it again, 3 long balls yesterday. Malachi Lopez, Ben Melendrez, Sam Kwapnoski, Justin. The power has been such a big factor.
Yeah, it has. Certainly helps an offense when you can run into one a couple of times a game, because you don't always have to worry about getting 3 singles to score a run. You can run into one, send one deep out to right field, and all of a sudden you got 2 runs on the board. It's a bloop and a blast, and you got 2 runs. The power is important. It also helps out with the energy, gets the guys in the dugout feeling good. You can't help but be happy and be excited when one of your guys hits one out of the yard.
The offense was the story of the game last night, but we'd be remiss to not talk about the pitching, which has allowed 3 runs in the last 3 games here at Black Hills Energy Stadium. Last night, it was another great outing from Crew Moeller. He set the tone, 5 innings, allowed 1 run, struck out 8. He had a filthy slider working for him, and then the bullpen came on, did the job the rest of the way. Tonight, they're calling on the bullpen to give them at least 21 outs. A lot of mercy rules coming recently, but tonight we may see 27, but it's going to be a bullpen game beginning with Tyler Russ. Justin, for Coach Demos, a bit more of a challenge, a unique angle trying to work his way through this game.
Yeah, certainly. He's going to have the opportunity to give a lot of different guys a lot of different looks. Pitching early in games, pitching in, closer games. Giving good opportunities for his bullpen guys to experience something different than coming into a 9-run game in the 5th inning. A little bit more pressure starting the game here early.
And as we mentioned, tonight is a special one. It's ring ceremony night, so we're going to go ahead and show you how the Spearfish Sasquatch got it done in a dominant 2025 season, which saw them go 35-17, win their first chip over the Oahe Zap. Some returners, some players, some interns have come back here to Spearfish this evening to collect their rings and reminisce on truly a special, special campaign.
It'll be It'll be just the last half inning of the Sasquatch campaign for the championship, and then it's the ring ceremony after this.
I don't know. I don't have a belt, AJ. Here we go. 0-2. Called strike 3. 2 away. 1 down for Hudson Hart off a European adventure. Kids in the bump.
Jared Pugrad digs in. He's 0 for 2. Was hit by a pitch in the 4th. The entire dugout is on their feet. First pitch. Misses up and away. Hudson has been fantastic. Still looking for a new home in the fall. The 1-0. Ground ball up the middle. Tough play for Porter. The throw to first is in time. Holy cow, Clay Porter. Woo! Looks like Derek Jeter playing second base. And Finn with the stretch. And the zapper down to their final out. Hudson Hart, a punch out and a ground out. And the Squatch are an out away from winning their first championship in program history.
Here we go, AJ.
The hitter is Andrew Phillips. Pulls it. Actually, we have a pinch hitter. It is number 88, Tyler Hoffman. Attends Dakota State University. Has only played in 12 games. Is hitting 172.
2 outs. 1 more.
Everyone is on their feet at the ballpark. Hart can't find the outside corner. That might have been his fastest pitch this season.
Oh, I don't know what to focus on.
There's a lot of storylines, a lot of history this summer. But all comes down to the championship, and Hudson misses low for ball 3.
Got that 3-run cushion AJ talked about here. Here we go.
Strike at the bottom of the zone. Hart leads the league in ERA and WHIP. Has nearly 30 strikeouts on the summer. The 3-1. Pulled foul. Full count, 2 down, nobody on in a 3-run ball game. The Zap season on the line, a championship on the line for the Squatch. There's not a seat to be had at Black Hills Energy Stadium. Chopper to second, tough play for Porter. The throw in time. For the first time in program history, the Sasquatch are league champions. It's a party in the Black Hills, and no one's going to sleep tonight.
And we're back here after that fond memory for many Spearfish Sasquatch fans. Justin, always fun to look back and see what was last year. A good reminder for the 5 guys on the field right now and the rest in the dugout of what they have experienced and what could be ahead in the future.
Yeah, certainly. Coach Demos talked about it yesterday, that it's good. It's good to show these new guys what exactly they're stepping into.
Currently down there on the field The 5 returners for the Spearfish Sasquatch: Jackson Peters, Sam Kwapnoski, Wilson Kiefer, Caleb Hoppy, and Ben Fewer, along with 5 interns down on the field. They'll come out to Spearfish Sasquatch owners Eric and Heather Schmidt to collect their rings. And Justin, we've got 2 of our own down there on the field. Eli Burrows, Cooper Smith, interning for the 2nd year here with the Sasquatch this summer.
Yeah, decided to make the trip back to Spearfish.
He's back again this year. Cooper Smith.
Spent another year with the team here in Spearfish.
Also on the call of that final out, Aiden Wirtz.
Not only is this a good reminder for the players in the dugout who were not here last year, but a good chance for head coach Phil Demos to get a glimpse at opportunities which he very well may have in the future. Of course, he is no stranger to winning trophies in summer ball. He won a championship in 2024 in the Springs Collegiate Summer League out in California. This team has been torrid thus far, just continuing a trend from, we've talked about it, Justin, last year's team. They started out playing 500 ball, and then they hit the ground running.
All Independence League Baseball team member Sam Kwapnoski.
And these guys who are back here again, big reason for that. Sam Kwapnoski comes on to get his ring. Of course, dominant last summer, led the ILB in hits, above 374, also 5 home runs to boot. He's hit the ground running, continuing those numbers so far in the early going. And now it's Jackson Peters. We saw him pitch last night, showcased his absolute filth on the mound. They did also call out for Tyler Russ, one of the 6 returners for the Sasquatch, but he's starting tonight, so he's in his routine out in the bullpen. He'll get his ring later. Lucas Torelli, who was here last night, got interviewed on the field postgame. 10K Torelli, as the fans endearingly refer to him as. He just collected his ring, the 2A Player of the Year last year for the Sasquatch. And really a nice moment here to get a glimpse at history. First time the Sasquatch had ever won an ILB trophy.
Assistant coach Matthew Gonzalez. Assistant coach and Sasquatch legend Ryan Buckman. Head coach Justice Scott.
And Justice Scott has returned here to Spearfish. He was integral in getting this program on their winning ways. Took over in 2024, went 65-37 in 2 summers. Left after the season, left on top. Always so great to see a guy who did such a great job managing this group leave on a high note, come back, get to celebrate his hard work along with his guys who've made the trip back out here.
Assistant General Manager Jared Wolf and his 2 children, Brody and Brinley. And last but not least, team owners, the Schmidt family, Eric, Heather, Charlotte, Lucy, and Sophie.
I learned about the Black Hills Underground campus, where Black Hills has a partnership with SURF, an old gold mine that has been converted into a science lab almost a mile underground. We're studying neutrinos and looking for WIMPs or dark matter. Thinking about the most profound mysteries of the universe, you don't expect it to be a mile underground. It's super cool.
Thinking knee replacement? With the area's only ROSA robot, Monument Health offers a more personalized and precise procedure, customized for your anatomy. Get going with Monument Health, your partner for advanced orthopedic care.
When you venture to Spearfish in the Black Hills of South Dakota, you'll find rugged hiking and biking trails, extreme rock climbs, and views that will take your breath away. Plan a Spearfish vacation and come find your adventure. Spearfish, my great place in South Dakota.
At Monument Health, we keep going so you can keep going. With advanced orthopedic care, technology, innovations, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner.
Your home for the newest games is at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. When you're looking for the latest and greatest games, the Lodge is the place for you, as we are constantly updating our gaming floor with new and exciting games. There's always something fresh and new at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. Your home for the newest games.
My name is Leighton Schnell, and I'm majoring in biology and getting a minor in chemistry on a pre-dental track. It's a great community. Everybody has your back. You will gain so many more opportunities than you even thought possible. Being a part of BH in a small community, you have more ties and connections with students and advisors. Being able to have those gives you a pathway to more opportunities.
Looking for the ultimate family getaway? Hart Ranch Camping Resort has you covered with endless activities and top-notch amenities where the destination is the vacation. Want to try before you buy? Experience Hart Ranch with our resort membership preview. Just $139.95 for 4 days and 3 nights of unforgettable RV camping. Love what you see? We have membership types available for the occasional camper to the every weekender. Call 605-737-5360 or visit hrresort.org to schedule your membership preview today.
We're all going somewhere, going higher, faster, farther, going in new directions, to new places. At Monument Health, we keep going so you can keep going. We're dedicated to advanced orthopedic care with the latest innovations, technology, expertise, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner. Learn more at monument.health/orthopedics.
I'm Noah Westergaard, and I'm studying photography at Black Hills State. Being able to use what I learned in class to apply to actual things and not just a project for a grade, to have an actual purpose behind some stuff, I think it's pretty rewarding. The opportunities are there. I know that I'll be able to do whatever comes my way.
Your home for the newest games is at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. When you're looking for the latest and greatest games, the Lodge is the place for you as we are constantly updating our gaming floor with new and exciting games. There's always something fresh and new at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. Your home for the newest games.
I learned about the Black Hills Underground campus where Black Hills has a partnership with Surf, an old gold mine that has been converted into a science lab almost a mile underground. We're studying neutrinos and looking for WIMPs or dark matter. Thinking about the most profound mysteries of the universe, you don't expect it to be a mile underground. It's super cool.
Thinking knee replacement? With the area's only ROSA robot, Monument Health offers a more personalized and precise procedure, customized for your anatomy. Get going with Monument Health, your partner for advanced orthopedic care.
When you venture to Spearfish in the Black Hills of South Dakota, you'll find rugged hiking and biking trails, extreme rock climbs, and views that will take your breath away. Plan a Spearfish vacation and come find your adventure. Spearfish, my great place in South Dakota.
At Monument Health, we keep going so you can keep going. With advanced orthopedic care, technology, innovations, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner.
Your home for the newest games is at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. When you're looking for the latest and greatest games, the Lodge is the place for you as we are constantly updating our gaming floor with new and exciting games. There's always something fresh and new at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. Your home for the newest games.
My name is Layton Schnell, and I'm majoring in biology and getting a minor in chemistry on a pre-dental track. It's a great community. Everybody has your back. You will gain so many more opportunities than you even thought possible. Being a part of BH in a small community, you have more ties and connections with students and advisors. Being able to have those gives you a pathway to more opportunities.
Looking for the ultimate family getaway? Hart Ranch Camping Resort has you covered with endless activities and top-notch amenities where the destination is the vacation. Want to try before you buy? Experience Hart Ranch with our resort membership preview. Just $139.95 for 4 days and 3 nights of unforgettable RV camping. Love what you see? We have membership types available for the occasional camper to the every weekender. Call 605-737-5360 or visit hrresort.org to schedule your membership preview today.
We're all going somewhere, going higher, faster, farther, going in new directions, to new places. At Monument Health, We keep going so you can keep going. We're dedicated to advanced orthopedic care with the latest innovations, technology, expertise, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner. Learn more at monument.health/orthopedics.
Welcome back in here on the Spearfish Sasquatch Sports Network alongside Justin Hausman. I'm Nikita Lohman. The pregame festivities have come and gone, and now the Sasquatch have taken the field to warm up. You're not going to see a lot of it this summer, a lot of hot days coming, but just about everybody out in the field is wearing full sleeves right now as we're right around 60 degrees and gray skies. A beautiful moment before the game began. The ceremonial first pitch was thrown by head coach Phil Demas' mother. You see them embracing in front of home plate. It was actually a surprise. He said he wasn't going to tell her until it was time for her to throw the pitch. So, heartwarming moment to see right there. As now, let's take a look at the starting lineup this evening for the Capital City Aviators. Leading off at second base, it's Xavier Cahill. In the 2-hole at shortstop, Kobe Pexton. Batting third, and behind the plate, it's Colin Bird. In the 4-hole, designated hitter, Brandon Buchanan. Batting fifth, tonight's left fielder is Brady Oilo. In the 6-hole at third base, Kurt Heath. Batting seventh, and manning right field, that's Jack Gallo. In the 8-hole, the first baseman, Caleb Gimbel. And batting ninth, it's the birthday boy, center fielder Sam Fassbender. Turns 18 years old today.
He's an adult. Can go get a scratcher now.
Yeah. And he will be tasked with going up against Tyler Russ. Tyler Russ has been used as a reliever for each of his 2 seasons here in Spearfish. He's not going to be expected to be a prototypical starter here tonight, more of an opener and what will be a bullpen game for the Sasquatch. The numbers have been fantastic so far. 2 games, 3 innings pitched, a 3 ERA. Coming off of the heels of last summer where you had better luck trying to barrel up a 100-mile-an-hour fastball than trying to get a base knock off Tyler Russ. In .067 batting average against. This is a guy who has a funky arm slide. He doesn't give up a lot of hard contact.
We've seen him pitch well, both here at home and on the road. Hope to see more good innings from Tyler Russ here in his first start of the season.
First man he'll meet is Xavier Cahill. Got the night off last night, but here, the leadoff man playing second base. He's 2 for 4 on the young season. The Aviators 1-4. This will be their 6th game of the summer. The Sasquatch 10-3. First pitch is cut on and missed, and we are underway here this evening. The Sasquatch roll into this one, a perfect 6-0 at Black Hills Energy Stadium, with a 70 run differential in those 6 contests. As there's a fastball outside. Noah Batanko, Russ's battery mate here this evening. One thing that Tyler Russ has excelled in thus far, small sample size, only 3 innings pitched. He's worked very quick, thrown a lot of strikes. In his 3 innings, he's averaging 11 pitches per inning. And to give you some context there, the average pitcher for the Sasquatch is throwing right around 18. The 2-1 is upstairs. Cahill ahead in the count. 3 balls and a strike. The middle infielder from Marietta, Georgia. Not a power bat, but can put the ball in play, standing at 5'7", 155 pounds. Here, he draws a walk. Haven't seen a lot of that from Tyler Russ, but the first man is aboard to lead off the ball game. As Justin says, the leadoff walk scores 100% of the time.
It unfortunately does. But as a guy primarily out of the bullpen. Russ might be a little more comfortable out of the stretch rather than the windup. Got to give him a little time to settle in here.
Kobe Paxton to the plate now. First pitch is in there. Gets him with a heater.
Coach Demas also talked about how, some guys, their mentalities are just better suited to the bullpen or better suited to a starting role.
Long pause, the 0-1. Cut on and missed. Nice fastball there. The Aviators have struggled mightily thus far at the plate, hitting 182 as a team. Just a 248 slugging percentage, scoring a little more than 3 runs a game. They're trying to buck the trend. Scored just 1 run in 7 innings last night. So there's a grounder out to short. Fewer. Fields throws to second for 1. On to first. Not in time. Hit just a bit too slow to turn the 6-4-3. There will be a runner on first base with 1 out.
Batting for the Aviators, number 23, catcher Colin Bird.
Russ got what he wanted. A chopped ground ball, easy to go field, just not enough on it on the exit velocity to get the double play.
Colin Bird came in off the bench last night and went 0 for 1. On the season, hitting .222. Russ will check in on Kobe Paxton over at first. While the Aviators have struggled hitting, they have done a great job on the base paths, 10 for 10 on stolen bags, so could be some aggressiveness out there this evening as the first pitch breaking ball is well outside. Paxton has 1 stolen bag thus far, so certainly a factor over there. Russ with a long pause, 1-0. Breaking ball, misses the plate. Last night, the Aviators collected just 4 hits. They walked twice. It was Crew Moeller who was in control of the game from the first pitch on. So there's a swing and a miss.
Crew really had an excellent game last night. Finished with 8 strikeouts in 5 innings. That's a good number.
And he wasn't just not giving up base runners. Frankly, he was hardly throwing pitches out of the strike zone. Through the first 3 innings, threw just 4 balls total. There's a fly ball into deep center field. Morrison is chasing back. He's got plenty of room, though. He'll make the catch. 2 down. Colin Bird gave it a ride, but hit it to the deepest part of the park. Now 2 outs, a runner on first base for Brandon Buchanan. Of the 6 base runners the Aviators had last night, Buchanan accounted for half of them. He went 2 for 2, had a ribby and a walk. He's had a hot start to open the season. First pitch fastball yanked outside. The Kingsville, Texas kid is hitting .500 and a .538 on base percentage. Some other Aviator hitters hoping to follow suit. Displaying some patience ahead in the count 2-0. Tyler Russ not expected to go deep into this ball game. More than likely, will just go 1 inning. Already 2 outs here. That pitch fouled away at the plate, 2-1. After Russ, you're likely to see Matthew Martinez out of the bullpen. He's been deployed in multiple inning situations a few times thus far. There's a swing and a miss. Nice pitch in the dirt. Got Buchanan to bite. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top half of the first inning. Game 2 of this 3-game set between the Capital City Aviators and the Spearfish Sasquatch. Tyler Russ on the bump, looking to work a clean first inning. His 2-2 is tapped in front of the plate. That'll dribble foul. Kobe Paxton was off with the pitch at first, so he'll have to jog on back over there. We'll see if Tyler Russ gives him another look before coming home again with the 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Breaking ball just misses the plate. Looked like the slow curve right there.
It was a change of pace on a 2-2 pitch, trying to catch Buchanan off balance.
Paxton will be off on the pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here it comes. Low for ball 4. It's the second walk of the inning. Kobe Paxton advances to second. Buchanan continues his success. He's reached base all 4 times he's come to the plate thus far in this series. And it extends the frame for Brody Oilo. Standing at 6 feet 6 inches. He's got the lone home run this summer for the Aviators. First pitch is in there for a strike. An OPS over 1,100. But last night was held quiet. 0 for 2, struck out. There's a hot shot to third. A diving attempt from Kiefer, but that's by him into left field. Coming around third is Paxton. He will score. The throw comes into third with Kiefer. Not in time. Almost got the tag on Buchanan, but he slides in just ahead. Pulling up at second base with a 2-out RBI double is Brody Oilo. And the Aviators strike first here in game 2.
Just out of the reach of Kiefer at third.
It's no secret that Oilo has some pop, shows it off with a hard ground ball there. Kurt Heath comes to the plate, takes the first pitch in the dirt. Gets away from Batanco, but not nearly far enough for Buchanan to make a dash for home. Heath was a guy who caught our eyes coming into this series. The Berkeley, Massachusetts kid was great at Bentley U this season. As he skies one down the left field line, but that'll land foul. Goes over the visitors' bullpen. Heath this season hit .377, and that earned him a spot on the first team in the New England 10 Conference. Here today, he's batting in the 6 hole. They're trying to get him going for an Aviator lineup which has struggled. The 1-1 is lined into left field, sinking fast, 1 hop in front of Smith. 1 run scores. They've got Oilo hung up, but Kiefer did not see that Brody Oilo had taken a big turn around third. His eyes were over there at Heath at first, so able to dive back in safely. It's an RBI single for Kurt Heath, and the Aviators have put 2 runs on the board here in the top of the first. See that short, compact, left-handed swing. Didn't scorch it, but got enough of it as now Jack Gallo steps to the plate. First pitch swinging. Tips it into the glove of Batanco, 0-1. Despite being a California kid, Gallo not bringing out the long sleeves in what is a chilly night at the ballpark. Oh, 1. Looked like a slider painted the outer black. Russ quickly ahead, no balls and 2 strikes.
That was a beautiful pitch to find the outside corner.
Runners on the corners here. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top 1. 2 runs already home for the Aviators. Tyler Russ comes set. Here's the 0-2. It's outside. Runner goes for second. Heath will steal the bag without a throw. Looked like if Batanco sent it down, the runner at third in Oilo would have made a break for home. So he'll eat it. 2 runners in scoring position, but that would become a moot point if Tyler Russ can get this third out here against Gallo. The 1-2. Fastball outside. Jack Gallo comes from Southeast Missouri State, one of a couple Division I baseball players on this team. He came off the bench, got his first hit of the season in last night's blowout loss. Here, a chance to drive in a couple runners. The 2-2 pitch is cut on and missed. Tyler Russ keeps 2 runners stranded in scoring position, but the Aviators strike for 2 runs on 2 hits. They leave a couple runners left on base. The Sasquatch coming to bat, down 2-0. Bottom of the first on the way.
I'm Noah Westergaard, and I'm studying photography at Black Hills State. Being able to use what I learned in class to apply to actual things and not just a project for a grade, to have an actual purpose behind some stuff, I think it's pretty rewarding. The opportunities are there. I know that I'll be able to do whatever comes my way.
The Spearfish Sasquatch getting ready to take the lineup for the first time here this evening. With that, let's take a look at tonight's starting lineup. Leading off in center field, it's Maddox Morrison. On the bench last night in the 2-hole, it's the left fielder Braden Smith. Sam Kwapnoski bats third and plays right field. Noah Batanco, the cleanup man, catching. Ben Melendrez, he hit a moonshot last night. He's in the 5-hole playing first base. Carter Towns, the designated hitter, bats sixth. Malachi Lopez on a hot streak, batting 7th at second. Wilson Kiefer in the 8-hole, playing third. And Ben Fewer, the shortstop, bats 9th as per usual. They will be going up against Ethan McLaughlin, a Moscow, Idaho kid. He's pitched in 1 game thus far for the Aviators. That came on June 9th against the Zap, where he allowed 5 runs in 4 innings. And a clear issue for him in that start was the walks. He surrendered 6 walks, only struck out 2 batters. He'll look to fill up the strike zone here tonight. Maddox Morrison, leadoff man once again. 2 for 3 with a double and a ribby last night. Takes the first pitch, low and outside. Maddox has perpetually been on base so far. .519 on base percentage, a 1200 OPS. Here he smokes one into right center field. Chasing after it is Fastbender, but that's down in front of him. Morrison pulls up at first with a leadoff single. Good start for the Sasquatch, picking up where they left off after a 19-hit performance last night. Braden Smith will come to the plate. A late arrival here. He was playing NAIA ball with Georgia Gwinnett. Swings at the first pitch, pops it foul. But thus far, since joining the team in their week off, has done nothing but hit. .429 average, .636 on base percentage. Came into the game off the bench last night and delivered a knock alongside 10 of his Sasquatch teammates. Here he takes a changeup inside. Count even at 1-1. You see Smith in left field tonight. The Sasquatch have an abundance of guys who can go out there and play all three outfield spots. Count 2-1. If you notice, Bo Iandoli, he's the one who gets the day off tonight. You'll see that cycle continue where at least one guy from their outfield group will be on the bench. Smith smokes one down the left field line. That's one hop off the wall. Oilo digs it out there. Morrison at third, pulling up at second with a double is Braden Smith. Two batters in, the Sasquatch are threatening.
He's got a pitch that he could hit and one that he could pull out into left field. Got good wood to it and was off to the races. Coach Demas holding up Morrison at third, leaves Smith with the double.
Sam Kwapnoski comes up, runners on second and third, nobody out here in the bottom of the first inning. McLaughlin's first pitch is inside. That'll go back to the screen. Morrison will come home and score with ease. The Sasquatch are on the board early here. Down 2-1 as Braden Smith advances to third base. Just about the last guy that Ethan McLaughlin wants to see up at the plate with an opportunity to drive in runners. Sam Kwapnoski, on the season, he's hitting .400. He's already got 3 home runs. And last night, hit one of those homers, Justin, an .867 slugging percentage. Higher than Barry Bonds' number in 2001 when he hit 73 home runs. Goes to show you the kind of power he's got. To go along with plate discipline, takes that fastball outside, it's 2-1. And when talking with Coach Demas before the game about what has allowed Kwap to have this power surge, he said he's really matured as a human being and as a baseball player. Coming into his own, had a great season at Doane off the heels of last summer where he was superb. He just keeps on developing, improving. Here ahead in the count, 3 balls, 1 strike. Sends one back behind the press box. That'll run the count full. Noah Batanco waits on deck. Aviators infield playing back. They'll trade a run for an out here. Kwapnoski takes inside for ball 4. He works a walk. That puts runners on the corners here for the catcher Batanco.
Now batting for the Sasquatch, number 20, catcher Noah Batanco.
You know what we never got to, partner? We never got to the hit game.
Yeah, we never did.
And your pick already has a hit tonight.
Yes, so we talked about it before we came on. I picked Braden Smith. Remind me who you took?
I've got Malachi.
2 great picks out of 9 fantastic options. Noah Batanco takes the first pitch inside. It hits off of the glove of Bird. Coming for home and scoring is Braden Smith. So 2 runs have scored on wild pitches here in the first inning for the Sasquatch. The game knotted up, still nobody out.
Sometimes you don't need hits to scratch runs across. Of course, the hits get them into scoring position, but it's the wild pitches you need.
Opportunistic base running. Batanco is hitting .333 so far this season in limited playing time. Sends that one foul outside of third. There's no question about it. He possesses an elite hit tool. Hits the ball hard. He can also hit for power. So far this season, we are yet to see an extra base hit, but that's coming. Fastball there, misses low. While the power surge hasn't come yet, he has recorded a hit in every game he's been a part of thus far this season. Here's the 2-1. There's a drive deep down the left field line. He is watching it, but that hook's just foul at the last second. It's a long strike, too. I think Noah Batanko thought he had it.
Yeah, I think so. And there's a lot of fans in the ballpark that thought I was gone too. You could hear everybody kind of gasp.
Despite getting good wood on the ball, Batanko will have to reset now, protect the zone in a 2-strike count. The 2-2. Takes a breaking ball, called strike 3. Low and outside. Great pitch from McLaughlin for the first out. The Aviators dugout rubbing a little salt in the wound. They're happy to see that first out. And here comes Ben Melendrez. We talk about home run power. The Sasquatch have launched 15 of them in 13 games. Well, I think it's safe to say nobody possesses more power than Ben Melendrez. He takes the first pitch fastball low. Last night sent one which we were debating about pregame. Was it 440 feet, 450? Well, regardless of the number, we don't have StatCast out here. It shows the type of damage he can do. He takes a big cut there, comes up with air.
That's one of those swings that if he makes good contact with it, it is going to go 440 or 450 feet.
There's a hot shot down the left field line. Down for a base hit. Oilo cuts it off, but coming around third and crossing home plate is Sam Kwapnoski. It's an RBI single for Ben Melendrez. The Sasquatch have erased a 2-run deficit quickly. They're up 3-2, bottom 1.
Now batting for the Sasquatch is number 40, designated hitter, Carter Towns.
Now it'll be Carter Towns coming to the plate. The Aviators have struggled generally pitching, but the first inning has been their biggest issue. With these 3 runs allowed, they have now surrendered 22 first inning runs, and this is just their 6th game.
That's a number that won't play. It is killer to an offense, a defense. It's killer to a baseball game to give up a lot of runs in the first inning.
Carter Towns takes the 1-0 pitch for a strike. And there's still plenty of room to work with here. We've seen the Sasquatch rattle off some 2-out rallies. Well, they've still got 2 outs to work with here in this first, and Carter Towns has been a monster. Identifies a breaking ball, leaves it low. Last night, quote-unquote quiet day, 1 for 2, a double, 2 RBIs, also drew a walk. There's a fastball outside.
That's a good take by Carter to see the fastball, see the arm side run, and leave it alone.
The 3-1. That's low for ball 4.
Oh, no, it was a balk.
It would have been ball 4, but instead it moves Ben Melendrez to second. It's no pitch. So still 3 balls and a strike on Carter Towns. Now he's got a runner in scoring position. Malachi Lopez awaits on deck. 3-1. Towns takes that. Belt high for strike 2.
You know, if we go back to Batanko's at-bat, it's really hard to finish an at-bat well after going deep foul. Now Carter Towns thought he walked, and he's got to get back into the batter's box, ready to keep going.
It's almost like when a pitcher thinks they get strike 3 and then it's called a ball, or you think you get a third out and a guy makes an error and things unravel. You know, you have a bit of an adrenaline dump when you think you've done your job, you've moved it on to the next. There's a chopper to first. Playing it on 2 hops, it hits off of the glove of Gimbel. The flip to McLaughlin is in time regardless for the second out. Ben Melendrez moves to third on the 3-1 ground out.
Now batting for the Sasquatch is number 2, second baseman Malachi Lopez.
Man, here comes Justin's hitman, Malachi Lopez. Justin, you made a fantastic pick.
Of course I did.
Lopez went 2 for 4 last night, hit a home run, had 2 ribbies, just continued what has been a torrid last 4 games. Takes the first pitch in the dirt, 1-0. He's 8 for 16, 2 home runs, 3 doubles, 7 ribbies. We talked so much about his contact ability early, but the power has come with it. That's the next evolution in his game, which Coach Demos talked about. At school, in his early collegiate years, coaches told Malachi that he's a contact hitter. He's not going to hit for a lot of power. He's just got to put bat to ball. But he's learned when the right time is to be selfish, take big hacks, try to produce some power. Dribbles that foul outside of third.
We're talking about times to be selfish right now. Probably isn't one. Got a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. It's time to bear down, dump something into the outfield for a single, maybe a double, pick up an RBI.
And he's certainly proven that he can do that in those instances as well. That breaking ball missed outside. I see you nodding your head, Justin. Think that's a great take?
Yeah, it is. I like it. I like the call too. Shout out umpires, you know.
Got to show them some love.
They get them right more often than not.
There's a fastball inside for ball 4. Lopez works a walk. Keeps the line moving.
I'm totally not biased, though. Totally not.
Hey, 2 former umpires. We're pro umpire in the booth.
Not former.
You're right. I'm a former umpire.
I still have my membership.
I can't sell you short. Wilson Kiefer digs in. First pitch lined right back up the middle. Hits off the glove, but catching it on the second effort is Xavier Cahill. A screamer up the middle, but it's the 3rd out of the inning. Wilson Kiefer robbed of a knock. 3-2 your score. Sasquatch lead here on the Spearfish Sasquatch Sports Network.
Your home for the newest games is at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. When you're looking for the latest and greatest games, the Lodge is the place for you as we are constantly updating our gaming floor with new and exciting games. There's always something fresh and new at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. Your home for the newest games.
I learned about the Black Hills Underground campus, where Black Hills has a partnership with Surf, an old gold mine that has been converted into a science lab almost a mile underground. We're studying neutrinos and looking for WIMPs or dark matter, thinking about the most profound mysteries of the universe. You don't expect it to be a mile underground. It's super cool.
Tyler Russ does return to the mound for the 2nd inning. Surrendered 2 runs on 2 hits. Also walked a couple batters in the 1st inning. But as the Sasquatch offense has done all year, they responded. So Russ now working with a lead here in the 2nd inning.
I'd like to see him settle down a little bit here, find the strike zone a little bit more consistently. You know, now this isn't inning number 1. You're coming into a game that's been going now for just about 30 minutes. Kind of got some wind in the sails now as a pitcher.
First batter to the plate here is Caleb Gimble. Looking for his first hit of the season. Lines one into left, and there it is. Leadoff knock for Gimble. The Aviator dugout, loving it. He's aboard to lead off the second.
First baseman, Sam Fassbender.
Next up is the birthday boy, Sam Fassbender. Turned 18 years old today. Playing center field tonight. Swings at the first pitch, nubs it back to Russ. He'll throw to second for one. Fewer can't get it to Melendrez in time. Fassbender beats it out. But Russ cuts down the lead runner.
Now batting for the Capital City Aviators.
Sometimes it can be a little scary when you see a pitcher throw on the run like that to a base. A little different than throwing home, but a good, accurate throw right there. Not hit nearly hard enough to turn a double play, though. Russ throws over to first. Looked like Melendrez tried to deke that throw went by him, took a couple steps down the line.
It's a fake errant throw. Came back with the tag.
It's the oldest trick in the book. Now Russ will go to work on Xavier Cahill. First pitch, cut on and missed. Cahill worked a walk to lead off the game. He's been really strong at the plate, one of the few guys for the Aviators who are thrilled with the start they've had of the season. The runner goes for second. The pitch is high. The throw down, not in time. Fassbender steals a bag. It was a strong throw from Batanco, but a better jump. The Aviators keep their perfect mark stealing bags. That's their 11th steal in 11 tries. The 1-1. Went back to that slow curve. Missed outside.
I don't know what I'm smelling from the concession stand, but it smells great.
It sure does. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. Aggressive cut at that. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Cahill. There is some action in the Sasquatch bullpen. As was planned, Matthew Martinez is warming up out there. Not a super long leash for Russ. Cahill fouls it away. Hit off of some type of metal and rebounded right back out to Russ. He's going to trade in that baseball, though.
Keep it. Have about 1.5 inches more break. Get a nice little scuff on the side. Creates some more drag.
Russ is 2-2. Outside, hits off of Batanco and trickles away. Fassbender advances to third. Now the tying run, 90 feet away with 1 out.
And yes, that was our science segment of the night.
When you talk about the scuffing on the baseball, it always reminds me of that clip. I can't remember who it was, but a pitcher had a razor blade in his back pocket. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about, but I don't remember his name either.
Another foul ball. Cahill putting together a good at-bat.
That was,
I think, in the 80s?
Yeah, 70s or 80s. They were doing funky stuff back then. The age of pine tar and corked bats.
For anyone unfamiliar, if you haven't seen that clip, after this game is done, go look it up. It's a fun watch. Tyler Russ trying to put down Cahill. The payoff. Lined Shallow right center. Doesn't even reach the outfield grass. Malachi Lopez is there to put it away.
Didn't he accidentally cut his finger with it? Or am I?
That sounds right, but I can't say that 100%. With 2 outs and a runner on third, Kobe Paxton is up to bat. Fielder's choice in the first inning. There's a swing and a miss. Now, of course, with that second out, the Aviators will need a hit to score that runner. Good job from Russ. Now trying to alleviate the threat. There's another liner, but that one is going to go over the head of Lopez and into right field. It's an RBI single for Kobe Paxton. The Aviators not going down without a fight here today. They've put up 3 runs through an inning and 2/3. All 3s on the board.
Catcher Colin Bird.
Colin Bird will take his second at bat against Tyler Russ. Skied one to center field. Hit it fairly hard, but nothing to show for it. Tyler Russ throws behind Paxton. He's back in time. We did see Kobe Paxton take off. There were a couple of foul balls, so nothing happened, and then eventually he advanced on a wild pitch, but maybe a precursor that he could be off and running here with 2 outs, trying to make something happen. Long hold from Russ, not going. The pitch is a strike.
So for the fans at home, you don't have to look it up. I am just crazy. But the guy that we're thinking of is Joe Niekro.
I thought it might have been him or Phil.
Yeah. Former Twin. Don't ask me about him today.
It's fouled away. So quickly, no balls and 2 strikes on Bird. Likely the last inning of work for Tyler Russ. He struck out 1 batter, looking for number 2 here. They'll throw over to first. Caught Paxton leaning a little bit, but he was back in time. A pretty short lead. But it did look like the weight was favoring towards second base. We'll see if they try it again or if Tyler Russ just tries to bear down and retire the batter in a 2-strike count with 2 outs. The 0-2 from Russ. Popped up, shallow center field. Lopez makes the catch and retires the side. So the Aviators do scratch across a run and tie this game up at 3-3. Bottom 2 coming up next.
Thinking knee replacement? With the area's only ROSA robot, Monument Health offers a more personalized and precise procedure, customized for your anatomy. Get going with Monument Health, your partner for advanced orthopedic care.
When you venture to Spearfish in the Black Hills of South Dakota, you'll find rugged hiking and biking trails, extreme rock climbs, and views that will take your breath away. Plan a Spearfish vacation and come find your adventure. Spearfish, my great place in South Dakota.
It'll be 9-1-2 for the Sasquatch here at the bottom of the second inning. They scored 3 runs on 3 hits in the first. 8 men came to the plate. Ethan McLaughlin, tonight's starter for the Aviators, is back for another inning. The Aviators' pitching depth is relatively limited, so McLaughlin, a guy who can pitch for length, they're going to be calling on that from him. While they only had to fill out 6 innings last night, the Aviators did have to use a few different arms as the Sasquatch lineup absolutely hounded their pitching. It wasn't an issue of walks, which has plagued Capital City for the most part this season. Going into last night's game, they hadn't walked less than 9 batters in a contest. Well, it was only 2 yesterday, but 18 runs, 19 hits, 3 homers, and plenty more extra base hits made that a moot point. Ben Fuhr leads off, takes the first pitch low. He received a ring pregame. He was a big part of that 2025 team. All he's done in his Spearfish Sasquatch uniform is hit.
Don't sell him short. He's got the defense, too.
Yes, he plays stellar defense, runs the bases well. A very well-rounded ball player. We've called him the perfect 9-hitter countless times this season. Pops that foul, first base side of the play. And the numbers are no joke. A .429 average, Justin, from the 9th hitter. And there's not even a thought about maybe bumping him up in the order because he's just so good in his role. Along with that average, he's tied for the team lead in walks. In on the hands, he flares that one out to first. It's a fair ball. It hits off of Gimbel, and Fuhr will work his way on with an infield single. Didn't hit it the hardest, but put it in the right spot.
It's about as awkward as they come. But it worked. It's a way to get on base.
Ben Fuhr is also a threat to run. He's stolen a base this season, so something to monitor as Maddox Morrison comes to the plate, his second AB. Singled to lead off the bottom of the first. There's a grounder out to second base. Cahill flips for one onto first, not in time. Morrison hustling down the line.
Of note, the sun has appeared really for the first time here today in Spearfish.
Yeah, bringing in some much-needed warmth for these players. I think at least half the roster comes from Southern California. Many of the rest of the guys from southern states, so not used to this type of cold in June. Braden Smith smokes one foul. He laced a double down the left field line in the first inning. He's another guy used to the warmth. Mississippi kid playing ball at Georgia Gwinnett, one of the best programs in all of college baseball. There's a line drive out to short. Caught for one. The throw back to first is not in time. Maddox Morrison played it well. Didn't commit too far off the first base bag, but they're 2 down.
We've had that a couple of times now where guys are smoking the baseball on a line, but right at an infielder.
Sometimes you see a jam shot to first base, work its way out, and then you drill one back up the middle with no luck as Quap sends a high fly ball right center field, but shallow. Over and making the catch is Fassbender to retire the side. A rare scoreless inning for the Sasquatch in the bottom of the second. You're watching Spearfish Sasquatch baseball here on Spearfish Sasquatch Live.
At Monument Health, we keep going so you can keep going. With advanced orthopedic care, technology, innovations, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner.
Your home for the newest games is at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. When you're looking for the latest and greatest games, the Lodge is the place for you as we are constantly updating our gaming floor with new and exciting games. There's always something fresh and new at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort, your home for the newest games.
My name is Leighton Schnell, and I'm majoring in biology and getting a minor in chemistry on a pre-dental track. It's a great community. Everybody has your back. You will gain so many more opportunities than you even thought possible. Being a part of BH in a small community, you have more ties and connections with students and advisors. Being able to have those gives you a pathway to more opportunities.
Looking for the ultimate family getaway? Hart Ranch Camping Resort has you covered with endless activities and top-notch amenities where the destination is the vacation. Want to try before you buy? Experience Hart Ranch with our resort membership preview. Just $139.95 for 4 days and 3 nights of unforgettable RV camping. Love what you see? We have membership types available for the occasional camper to the every weekender. Call 605-737-5360 or visit hrresort.org to schedule your membership preview today.
The second leg of today's bullpen day for the Sasquatch has arrived. Matthew Martinez taking his warm-up tosses. This will be his 5th appearance so far this season. He's 1-1 with a 3.6 ERA through 10 innings pitched. Last time he took the mound was here at home against the Zap on June 9th. Scoreless inning, allowed 2 hits, 1 walk, 2 Ks. He's a strike thrower. Not the biggest guy, but he fills up the zone. Stands at 5'8", but he throws pretty hard. Side arm angle with some good movement, Justin.
Yeah, I've really liked what I've seen from Matthew Martinez here through the first few weeks of the season. And he has proven to be a guy that can come in and eat innings for you here in the middle innings.
5 pitchers on the docket for the Sasquatch. Already saw Russ Martinez the second. A few more to come, but they're going to ask at least 2 innings from him. First pitch to Brandon Buchanan is outside. He walked, came around to score against Tyler Russ in the first inning. A change of 2 in here this evening. What was it, 6-0 after the first last night? Here, we've got a tie game in the third. And has been documented, there really haven't been any close games at home for the Sasquatch this season. The closest, a 7-run difference. Most of the times, they haven't even made it 9 innings. There's a fastball inside, so quickly 3-0 on Buchanan. We've seen a couple times Martinez has come into the game. It's taken him a few batters to find the strike zone. He does right there. Count 3-1.
Wind is blowing right to left here tonight. That could aid that 2-seamer of Martinez. The arm side run.
He goes to it there, but there's a ground ball punched through the right side for a base hit. Brandon Buchanan continues his strong start to the season. He's aboard with nobody out.
Now batting for the Aviators, number 22, Brody Oilo.
Brody Oilo. He smoked a double down the left field line in the first. Before offering a pitch, Martinez checks in on Buchanan, but he had hardly taken a lead. So he's in standing. First pitch, front door breaking ball finds the zone. Goes back to a slider. Nice pitch on the outer half. No balls and 2 strikes here on Oilo. The Aviators have been susceptible to the strikeout Struck out 48 times in 5 games coming into today, but just once so far. And now twice. Swing and a miss, strike 3, Oilo set down. First batter retired by Martinez.
Batting now for the Aviators, number 15.
That's how you come back after giving up a leadoff base runner. 3 pitches. 3 good-looking pitches. And a quick return to the dugout for Oilo.
Now it'll be Kurt Heath. He takes the first pitch away. Him and Oilo paired up for the run production in the first inning. He hit an RBI single to left field. Didn't kill it, but got enough of it. Dropped it in front of Braden Smith. Buchanan back in time. He'd really struggled thus far. 1 for 10 on the season coming into the game, but the numbers at Bentley are evidence he's a much better hitter than that suggests. It's only a matter of time before he gets it going. You know, it's a different story. An East Coast kid, a guy from Massachusetts. You leave New England, you come halfway across the country, if not more. And now you find yourself not just playing with a bunch of guys you don't know, but for this Cheyenne team, they're not playing home games, so they're on the road every single time. It allows guys to connect quickly, but keep in mind, this season just started for the Aviators. Their first game came on June 8th. They've played just about every day since then. So you have to imagine the slow start for Heath is just an anomaly. Here he's ahead, 3 balls and no strikes against Martinez. And there's ball 4. He works a 4-pitch walk, and the Aviators are in business. They've got runners on first and second with 1 out as Coach Demas will go out to the mound.
This is interesting to see Coach Demas coming out instead of what traditionally would be Brian McBroom.
And it's especially interesting because not only have we seen pitching coach Brian McBroom come out to, have the usual mound visit, settle his guy down, go through the scouting report, Coach McBroom has also come out to make decisions pulling guys from the game. So maybe Coach Demas saw something with Martinez, which he wanted to hash out. Jack Gallo struck out to end the first inning. Here's his second chance. First pitch is outside. The highlight of Matthew Martinez's season came in the final game, or one of the final games of the first road trip of the year against the Zap, where he went 5 innings out of the bullpen when the team needed him most. Did not allow a run through about 75 pitches, and that outing has been a bit of an anomaly. Not in the sense of success. He's had a great season so far. But in the fact that every other outing besides that has been either 1 or 2 innings. Matthew Martinez has been a guy who can pick up the slack, give length when needed, despite being used as a closer at Citrus College. So in unique situations, here he finds the strike zone on 3-0.
He's going to need to settle in here and keep finding the strike zone at a more consistent rate. Got to bear down, get a couple outs.
Malachi Lopez moved into second base. Martinez makes about a C-level move, just keeping Buchanan honest. He is the go-ahead run out there at second. Outfielders playing at regular depth. The 3-1. Big swing and a miss. Swung out of his shoes there in a hitter's count.
That was very nearly a bigger swing than what J.J. Manuel put down yesterday trying to hit a grand slam in the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, that was one of the most aggressive cuts we've seen all year. The 3-2 for Martinez. Cut on and miss. Strike 3. Beautiful slider. And a sword at that. The mound visit from Coach Demas works, and there are 2 down.
In the 8th spot, number 29, center fielder
Caleb Gimbel will come to the plate. He's the beer batter here tonight, Justin, at the request of the Aviators. A unique situation, which frankly I've never seen before.
I like it. If you've got a guy on your team that's pretty consistently struggling, he's in a heavy slump, sometimes you just got to get under his skin. You got to be annoying, but you also want him to have fun.
He reaches out, fouls that one away.
Coach Demas, again, we talk about it just about every night, how big of a mentality guy he is. He says it's really important to separate yourself from the game of baseball. Separate who you are from the game of baseball. Baseball shouldn't be 100% of your life. You need to be your own person.
That just misses the outside corner. Went with the backdoor breaking ball. Justin, on your point of the guys having fun, the Aviator bench certainly is. They called on this challenge and they're embracing it. After every pitch out of the zone, they're giving an emphatic no. And we've also heard them say no beer a couple times. I think you're right. I think this is, trying to light a fire under their guy and keep these Sasquatch fans a little bit unhappy.
Yeah, you want to see him smile. If you got a teammate in a slump, you want to see him smile, because being unhappy about being in a slump is never going to be the way to get out. You just got to go back to playing baseball.
Here's the 2-2 for Martinez. Outside. That'll run it full. Brandon Buchanan at second, Kurt Heath at first base. They will both be off with the offering to home plate. With 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Here in the top of the 3rd. The pitch from Martinez. A high chop out to shortstop. Fewer backs up from the outfield grass. No throw will be made. Gimbel legs out an infield single on a Baltimore chop. Bases juiced, 2 down.
Now batting for the Aviators, celebrating a birthday, Sam Fassbender, turning 18.
Here over the PA, announced that Sam Fassbender is celebrating his birthday. And as that was said, again, the Aviator bench having fun, yelling out in celebration. First pitch is a strike. Fassbender's 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice in the 2nd. Here's a golden spot for a birthday present.
Carter Towns got a birthday home run. No, we certainly don't want Fassbender to get a birthday home run, but it is an opportunity for a birthday present.
It's a big day for birthdays. It's also Sasquatch intern Eli Burrows' 21st birthday.
Big day.
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Martinez works out of the jam, leaves him loaded. Sasquatch coming to bat. Bottom 3rd, here at a few.
We're all going somewhere. Going higher, faster, farther. Going in new directions, to new places. At Monument Health, we keep going so you can keep going. We're dedicated to advanced orthopedic care with the latest innovations, technology, expertise, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner. Learn more at monument.health/orthopedics.
I'm Noah Westergaard, and I'm studying photography at Black Hills State. being able to like use what I learned in class to apply to actual things and not just a project for a grade, to have an actual purpose behind some stuff. I think it's pretty rewarding. The opportunities are there. I know that I'll be able to do whatever comes my way.
Noah Batanko due up first here in the bottom of the third inning. 3-3 your score. The Aviators scored 2 in the first, 1 in the second. All 3 Sasquatch runs came in the bottom half of the first inning. Batanko struck out looking his first time up against Ethan McLaughlin. On the season, hitting .333, a .788 OPS.
And leading off with the Spearfish Sasquatch is number 20.
Batanko struck out looking his first time up today. Looking ahead to the fourth inning, Connor Brown is up and throwing for the Squatch. Wouldn't expect him to come in just yet. First pitch inside, and it plunks him. Noah Batanko is on board to open the third. As a Go Sasquatch chant comes out. Ben Melendrez next up. He delivered an RBI single in that 3-run first inning and extended a streak. He has reached base safely in every game this season. He's been extremely consistent. Not just with power, but he's been patient. He's drawn walks, gotten base hits in other ways. There's a breaking ball, which hits him on the elbow guard. Back-to-back hit by pitches. Sasquatch have first and second, nobody out.
Now batting for the Sasquatch is number 40, designated hitter Carter Towns.
It'll be Carter Towns. Trying to make McLaughlin pay. First pitch, fouled back. He drew a walk in the first inning. Carter Towns, notorious for working deep counts, drawing his walks. He's got 9. It's tied for the team lead, but it's not just him. This entire Sasquatch lineup has had a lot of quality at bats. And that really comes up when you look at the strikeout to walk numbers for this lineup. As a team, they've walked 10 more times than they've struck out. And you've got just 3 hitters on the entire roster who have more Ks than walks. Here, Towns is ahead, 2 balls and a strike. And when you're walking more than you strike out, it's really hard to put up bad numbers as a hitter.
It's impressive that these guys do that. The fact of how many home runs they hit. Hitting for power and walking a lot. Doesn't, or at least walking more than you strike out, doesn't always go hand in hand. Sure, pitchers might want to pitch around you because of your power, but you're still susceptible to the strikeout.
There's a line drive into right field, down for a base hit. Batanko is coming around third, but he'll be held up there. 3 straight batters reach base to open up the bottom of the third inning for the red-hot Malachi Lopez.
Still looking for my point tonight. Lopez walked in his last at-bat.
The power surge is real. 5 extra base hits in his last 4. This would be a good time for another one right here. First pitch is low. You won't see Malachi Lopez step out of himself, try to do more than what is capable. Very composed at the plate, very cerebral. Fouls one off there, in on the hands. The ball and a strike. In that 4-game hot streak, he's also driven in 7 runs. Here, Batanco at third, Melendrez at second, Carter Towns at first base. 1-1 is grounded through the right side for a base hit. At least one will score. That'll be all as they go station to station with Melendrez held up at third. It's a ribby single for Lopez. The Sasquatch take the lead 4-3, in business for a whole lot more in the bottom of the third.
This is where the Sasquatch get really dangerous. When there's ducks on the pond, it is really difficult to get guys out. It's even more difficult to get guys out in a row. You know, just thinking back in memory, not even looking at stat sheets, the amount of 2-out hits in a row with runners in scoring position, that's how you score a lot of runs.
First pitch to Wilson Kiefer. Off the plate away. He was robbed. A funky-looking play to end the first inning. A line drive right back up the middle, which hit off of the glove of Xavier Cahill, but stayed in the air long enough for him to corral it. Coming into the day, talk about it's difficult to get guys out. Nobody harder than Wilson Kiefer. A .733 on base percentage. Every time he comes up to the plate, a 75% chance that you don't get him out. The 2-0, high chop to third. On a leap, the play is made. The throw home from Heath is in time. So no run comes to the plate, but the bases are still loaded. Now 1 out for Ben Fewer.
You want to talk about another guy who's hard to get out. Job isn't done if you get an out with Kiefer's at bat.
No, this guy's just as dangerous. Fewer singled in the second inning, and before his at-bat begins, Aviators coach Chris Romano goes out and has a chat with McLaughlin in the infield. Justin, what do you think they're talking about here?
You know, in terms of on the mound, just trying to get your guys settled back down. You're probably also talking strategy. What do you want to do now? You've got one out. You're going to set up your infield. Do you want your infielders back? Or do you want the middle infielders back, looking for a double play? Corners in, looking to cut the run at home. Also talking about how do you want to attack Fewer at the plate. He's a good bat-to-ball guy. Can't just leave him a cookie. He's going to dump one into the outfield. It'll be a couple of runs. Also a guy with some speed, so that might take away your double play up the middle.
First pitch, below the zone.
And that's my 35-second explanation on what you can do here as a defense.
There's a grounder right back to McLaughlin, but it hits off of his glove. The only play is to first. It bounces, but able to handle it is Gimbal. The play made just in time. It's a big second out, but a run does score for the Sasquatch. They now lead 5-3. Ben Fewer gets the job done. No relief with the top of the order. Maddox Morrison takes the first pitch on the outside corner. He's hit the ball hard twice today. Single in the first, fielder's choice in the second. He checks his swing. No appeal. The pitch is called a ball. It's 1-1. Continuing to pound the outside part of the plate with Maddox Morrison. It's 2-1. We saw that yesterday, but Morrison is a guy who isn't afraid of a pitch on the outer half. He's got a ton of opposite field power. Had an extra base hit the other way yesterday. Here he takes a pitch for a strike. Evens the count, 2-2.
I really want to see Maddox be able to turn on one. Now, he doesn't get a lot of pitches that he can turn on, but I just want to see what he can do with a fastball in the inner half.
Wisely takes a changeup off the plate away. That'll move the count full. With all the home runs hit, Morrison without one, but with the exit velocity, you have to imagine it's coming. Here on 3-2, the pitch is spiked. It'll go to the backstop, and Malachi Lopez will score. The third run, which has crossed the plate in the inning. Also the third time the Sasquatch have scored today via wild pitch. They're on top 6-3.
Just like I said, it's really nice to be able to score runs without having to get a hit, without having to knock them in. If you can steal a couple on wild pitches, that certainly helps your offensive efforts.
Also eases some of the tension. Braden Smith lined right back up the middle. That's down for a base hit. Scoring is Kiefer. Advancing to third is Morrison. It's the second hit of the day for Braden Smith and an RBI. Sasquatch on top 7-3.
This came up to the plate ready to hit. Got a pitch that he liked and sent it right back up the middle. Dropped it in for an RBI.
Sam Kwapnoski will try to keep the inning going. Runners on the corners, 2 down. Kwap is 0 for 1. Runner goes for second. The pitch waved and missed. It's an easy stolen bag for Braden Smith. Now 2 runners in scoring position. McLaughlin trying to escape further trouble. The 0-1. Breaking ball. Inside. The sun's shining down here. It was a cloudy sky, but now plenty of blue in there. The 1-1 pitch, high chop, out to second. Backing up and playing it is Cahill. He cuts down Kwapnoski. But not before the Sasquatch retake the lead. They put 4 runs on the board. And through 3 innings of play, they're on top 7-3.
Your home for the newest games is at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. When you're looking for the latest and greatest games, the Lodge is the place for you as we are constantly updating our gaming floor with new and exciting games. There's always something fresh and new at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. Your home for the newest games.
I learned about the Black Hills Underground campus, where Black Hills has a partnership with Surf, an old gold mine that has been converted into a science lab almost a mile underground. We're studying neutrinos and looking for WIMPs or dark matter. Thinking about the most profound mysteries of the universe, you don't expect it to be a mile underground. It's super cool.
Thinking knee replacement? With the area's only ROSA robot, Monument Health offers a more personalized and precise procedure, customized for your anatomy. Get going with Monument Health, your partner for advanced orthopedic care.
When you venture to Spearfish in the Black Hills of South Dakota, you'll find rugged hiking and biking trails, extreme rock climbs, and views that will take your breath away. Plan a Spearfish vacation and come find your adventure. Spearfish, my great place in South Dakota.
Connor Brown will take the mound here in the top of the 4th inning. First pitch, a swing and a miss from Xavier Cahill. For Brown, it'll be his 3rd appearance of the season. Start of the year as a starter, but last 2 have been out of the pen. One of many guys from Crowder College on the Sasquatch team. There's a heater outside. The thought process behind moving Connor Brown to the bullpen is he's a guy who runs better when he's not thinking as much, when there's a little less prep, and it's a situation of, hey, you're pitching, go get hot and get in this game. There's a high pop, shallow left. Fewer makes the catch, 1 down.
We were talking about that a few innings ago. How some guys are just better with no prep. Just getting thrown into situations where guys like me, I really couldn't do that. I was a prep guy. I needed about a day's notice or more.
There's a cut on and miss from Kobe Paxton. He's 1 for 2. And for Connor Brown, we saw the different situation work. Came into the game out of the bullpen on June 10th against Casper and worked a scoreless inning, and a perfect one at that. Struck out a batter, no base runners allowed. A lefty with a lot of arm side run on his fastball. A slider, which moves a ton as well. So many pitchers on this team from Crowder. And, you know, all of their arms are extremely talented. Connor Brown, no exception. That misses outside, 2-1. The 2-1. Nice breaking ball there.
I like that pitch. It's a good looking slider. Caught a back door.
Potential for his first punch out. Brown takes a deep breath. The 2-2. Goes back to the breaking ball. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Paxton set down. 2 away for Colin Bird.
Went back to it, just in a different location. Got Paxton to swing over the top of it, off balance. Certainly like that result, too, on a strikeout.
Bird today is 0 for 2. Pop out and a fly out. Takes the first pitch heater away. The Aviators have had traffic on the bases in every inning today, up until this 4th. They have cashed in with 3 runs on 6 hits. but there has certainly been potential for more.
Yeah, partner, you beat me to it. I was about to say that it's good to see Brown out there without any base runners, without any traffic, with a couple of outs on the board.
Couldn't find the outer half there with the backdoor breaking ball, so it's 3-0 on Bird.
It's back-to-back breaking balls here without a strike on the scoreboard. See if he goes back to a fastball.
The 3-0. Outside for ball 4.
Was a fastball, but couldn't find the plate, and it's a 4-pitch walk for Colin Burt.
Connor Brown is one of those guys where he's got so much movement in all of his pitches that when you don't have great feel, you come into the game and you're still finding it a little bit, it could be hard to put pitches in the zone. He misses low on the first offering to Brandon Buchanan. Buchanan still has not been set down in this series. 5 plate appearances, 3 hits, and 2 walks. And while the Aviators have as a team don't have a lot to show for in the run scoring department, Brandon Buchanan is a building block, a bright spot. That breaking ball is up high, so 2 balls and no strikes.
The sun might be out, but we're close. We're quickly approaching 50 degrees here. It's one of those nights where your fingers can get kind of cold out on the mound.
There's a strike and a half.
It can be hard to grip the baseball the way you want to, or with the same feel that you are used to. It can get difficult to throw strikes.
Brown ready with the 2-1. There's a fly ball. Center field. Morrison moves to his right and makes the catch. And that'll retire the side. A scoreless inning of relief for Connor Brown. Through 3.5 innings of play, Sasquatch on top, 7-3.
At Monument Health, we keep going so you can keep going. With advanced orthopedic care, technology, innovations, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner.
Your home for the newest games is at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. When you're looking for the latest and greatest games, the Lodge is the place for you as we are constantly updating our gaming floor with new and exciting games. There's always something fresh and new at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. Your home for the newest games.
My name is Leighton Schnell, and I'm majoring in biology and getting a minor in chemistry on a pre-dental track. It's a great community. Everybody has your back. You will gain so many more opportunities than you even thought possible. Being a part of BH in a small community, you have more ties and connections with students and advisors. Being able to have those gives you a pathway to more opportunities.
New pitcher in for the Aviators. It's Yutai Okutama. On the season, this will be his 4th appearance. So they used him quite a bit early. 4 appearances in 6 games. A 15.27 ERA. 3 2/3 innings. Last time he took the mound was against the Zap on June 11th. Went 2 innings, allowed 2 runs, 1 hit, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. struggle for Okutama has been keeping runners off of the base paths. A 500 batting average against, a 3.55 whip. The Sasquatch, not the easiest task when you're trying to limit damage in that department. They've put together 7 runs on 7 hits through 3 innings. 9 hitters came to the plate in a 4-run third inning, so leading off for the second straight inning, it's Noah Batanko. He was hit by a pitch to start that rally. 0 for 1, struck out in the first. Also in that at-bat where he struck out, very nearly missed a home run. Smoked a ball down the left field line, which just hooked foul. First pitch from Okutama is behind Batanko. He didn't have the grip on that one. Okutama is one of a few two-way players on this team. And he's come a long way to be here. From Iwate, Japan originally, he's transferring to the University of Hawaii at Manoa, so all across the map. And he hits Batanko. Second straight plate appearance where the Sasquatch catcher reaches on a hit by pitch. Last time it led to 4 runs. We'll see if the 4th inning has a similar recipe in store. Ben Melendres comes to the plate as Rock With Me plays through the speakers here at Black Hills Energy Stadium. First pitch is yanked way outside in the dirt. Batanko strolls on to second base. We've now seen 3 pitches early from Okutama, which haven't been close to the strike zone. And a left-hander is up and throwing in the Aviator bullpen. This doesn't stand against his season stats. Coming into the game, he'd walked 7 guys in 3 2/3 innings, so he struggled with finding the zone. That ball gets away from the catcher Bird on a pitch low. So Batanko gets hit, moves to second on a wild pitch, and then moves to third on a wild pitch. He's 90 feet away from scoring. The 2-0 to Melendres is inside 3-0. Through the first 12 innings of this series, walks really hadn't been much of an issue for Capital City. They walked 2 guys yesterday, 2 through the first 3 today. But now, a hit by pitch and a walk in the 4th inning has put runners on the corners with nobody out.
Still have yet to see a strike from Okutama. He's going to have to find a repeatable release point.
And Justin, as a hitter in this spot, would you just take until he throws a strike?
I think you have to. You don't want to get caught off balance swinging at something nowhere near the strike zone.
That first pitch again was way off the plate away. So now 6 pitches, none of them in the zone. Count it 7 now. And when a pitcher can't find it like this, how much leash do you give before you go to the bullpen?
Probably not much more than Towns, especially if you haven't seen a strike at all.
And you can imagine with each pitch which misses, more tension builds. You get a little more uneasy out on that mound. As there is ball 4 to Carter Towns on a pitch just a bit outside. 3 straight base runners, none of them reaching via hits.
We are going to see a mound visit here.
In the 3rd inning, it was 2 hit by pitches and a single, which loaded the bases with nobody out. Here, it's a hit by pitch and 2 walks.
And there's the move to the bullpen.
Can't see the number just yet, but it's a left-hander. We'll have more when we return.
Looking for the ultimate family getaway? Hart Ranch Camping Resort has you covered with endless activities and top-notch amenities where the destination is the vacation. Want to try before you buy? Experience Hart Ranch with our resort membership preview. Just $139.95 for 4 days and 3 nights of unforgettable RV camping. Love what you see? We have membership types available for the occasional camper to the every weekender. Call 605-737-5360 or visit hrresort.org to schedule your membership preview today.
We're all going somewhere. Going higher, faster, farther. Going in new directions, to new places. At Monument Health, we keep going so you can keep going. We're dedicated to advanced orthopedic care with the latest innovations, technology, expertise, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner. Learn more at monument.health/orthopedics.
The new arm for the Aviators is Trey Schroeder. This will be his Capital City Aviators debut. He's out of Colby Community College. This season, through 36 innings, had an 8 ERA and 15 appearances. Tall left-hander standing at 6 feet 2 inches. A long arm release. He comes in as tough of a spot as you can come by. Bases loaded, nobody out. The first batter he'll face is the red-hot Malachi Lopez, who already contributed an RBI single in the same exact position yesterday, last inning. Contributed yesterday too, but it was last inning when he came up, bases loaded, nobody out. Grounded a single through the right side. He drew a walk in the first, so yet to be retired today.
Now batting for the Spearfish Sasquatch, second baseman number 2, Malachi Lopez.
Batanco's at third. Ben Melendrez at second base. And Carter Towns at first. Already up 7-3. An opportunity for the Sasquatch to create some more distance between themselves and the Aviators here in the 4th inning. Schroeder's first pitch, up high. The Aviator defense is in at the corners, back up the middle in double play depth. First pitch, a high fly ball into left field. Moving back towards the track and making the catch is Oilo. Tagging from third is Batanco. He will score without a play. It's a sac fly for Malachi Lopez. Sasquatch on the board in the 4th inning. They lead 8-3.
Malachi put one up in the air. A little bit further down on the bat, and that could be out of here for a 4th inning grand slam.
Different day, a little more wind?
Different day, a little more wind.
Wilson Kiefer, he's 0 for 2 today. First pitch is high. Had that unorthodox line out to second base in the first. A 5-2 fielder's choice in the third inning. Here he's got runners on first and second with one down. That fastball is low, 2-0. A favorable left on right matchup for Kiefer, who came into the day hitting .600. Takes a strike there. Almost a local kid, Rapid City.
That's close enough.
You count that? You count that as local?
Yeah, Rapid City isn't northern Black Hills, but it's close.
There's a slow roller to third. It's fielded by Heath. He steps on the bag for one. The long throw across the diamond is not in time, and it gets by Gimbel. That'll allow the runners to advance an extra 90 feet. Towns at third, Kiefer on to second. It's a fielder's choice. There are two down for Ben Fewer.
Kiefer just about had a base hit right down the line. Good defense by the Aviators to keep it in the infield and come away with an out.
Ben Fewer takes the first pitch high. That's been the case for each of the first three batters, which Schroeder has faced here today. Fewer had an RBI fielder's choice his last time up. There he takes a strike. The Sasquatch as a team have just been relentless with runners in scoring position. A .414 average as a ball club. Big looping breaking ball is below the strike zone. 2 balls and a strike on the shortstop. Should Fewer reach base, it would be Maddox Morrison. Now looking to do just that. 3 balls and a strike. Pitch from Schroeder. That is in there for strike 2. Count is full. Ben Fewer's been one of the toughest guys to strike out on this team. Just 6 Ks and 47 plate appearances this season. This lineup as a whole, it's difficult, but Ben Fewer among the best. Here comes the payoff. That's outside, ball 4. Tried to get the breaking ball to the outside corner, but had no luck. It's the third walk of the inning for the Sasquatch. It loads the bases once again for Maddox Morrison.
It's a great at-bat. Well, what turned into just a plate appearance for Ben Fewer. Worked the count well, took some close pitches. Got himself a walk.
There's a swing and a miss. And Justin, that curveball moves quite a bit.
It does. Fewer had a great big league take against it in his at-bat. Maddox Morrison not quite ready for the shape yet. Bit at that one. It's a deceptive pitch.
Morrison 1 for 2 today.
Much more ready for that one. Saw it out of the hand early. Had no interest.
In a lefty-lefty matchup, that curveball, which already has a ton of bite, hard for a righty to lay off of it. Even harder for a left-hander because it starts out up above your head. Opts for the fastball there, puts it in the zone, so 1 ball and 2 strikes on Morrison. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Schroeder gets him out in front and leaves the bases loaded. Comes in a tough spot, does a nice job. Only one run comes across for the Sasquatch in the bottom of the 4th inning. The Aviators hanging around. It's 8-3 as we go to the 5th.
I'm Noah Westergaard, and I'm studying photography at Black Hills State. Being able to use what I learned in class to apply to actual things and not just a project for a grade, to have an actual purpose behind some stuff, I think it's pretty rewarding. The opportunities are there. I know that I'll be able to do whatever comes my way.
Your home for the
Welcome back here to Black Hills Energy Stadium. The Sasquatch lead the Aviators 8-3. Top of the 5th, just about to start. This is game 2 of an extended homestand. With that, let's take a look at the upcoming games for the Sasquatch. Tomorrow will be the final tilt against the Capital City Aviators. First pitch at 4:05. It's Faith and Family Night here at the ballpark. There will be a day off on Monday, but don't worry, the Sasquatch will be right back in the saddle on Tuesday, June 16th, as they take on the Casper Spuds on Pirate Night. A heated series coming up between the number 1 and number 2 teams in the ILB standings. It continues with St. Paddy's Day in June. On June 17th, that'll be Wednesday. I'm excited for that one, Justin.
It's going to be a great series. It'll be the first time the Sasquatch invite Casper here into their home territory. It's going to be a great week of baseball next week. This following a great weekend of baseball.
And for
here
tickets,
this week.
You can scan that QR code right there or visit spearfishsasquatch.com. Connor Brown, after pitching a scoreless 4th inning, delivers a heater outside to Brody Oilo. He hit an RBI double in the 1st inning, struck out in the 3rd. The Aviators have not scored since the 2nd. Bit early on a curveball. There's your strike. And would you classify that as a curve or a slider?
You know, it's kind of right in that gray area. You know, curve, slider, sweeper. You could put any tag on it. It's really up to the pitcher what he wants to call it.
There's a high fly ball to shallow right field. Kwapnoski calls and makes the catch. Out number 1 here in the 5th.
I would probably go with some sort of sweeper. It's really is half and half. As a lefty, that's probably what I'd call it. As a righty, you might classify that as a slider.
It's got a lot of horizontal movement, but it does dip down as well vertically. First pitch to Kurt Heath is tapped foul in front of the plate. We said it was only a matter of time before Heath would turn things around at the plate, and today has been a good bid to start that movement. 1-for-1, RBI single in the 1st, a walk in the 3rd inning. This is a tough draw, though, left-on-left matchup. Pitch is in the dirt. It's 1-1. Caleb Hoppy is getting loose in the Sasquatch bullpen. There's a swing and a miss. pitch way out of the zone. Also a bit low. But that's what that breaking ball does, Justin.
That one looked a little more horizontal than the pitch that we were talking about earlier.
There's a called strike 3. Freezes him with the fastball outside. 2 outs here. And the top of the 5th, nobody on.
It's a beautiful pitch. Set his sights down and away with the slider. Or breaking ball, whatever you want to call it. Come right back with a tunnel pitch, but it moves back the other way. Freeze him. Get a fastball out the knees, strike 3.
First pitch to Jack Gallo. Well outside. Contactless day for the Aviator right fielder. Strikeout in the first, strikeout in the third. That was against Tyler Russ and Matthew Martinez. This is his first look at Connor Brown. The 1-0. Another wicked pitch there. A lot of horizontal movement. Gallo out in front. It's 1-1.
It's one of those pitches where it looks like he's just pulling a string.
This time tried to backdoor that pitch, but didn't get it started early enough. It's outside. 2-1 the count. After a rough first outing of the year, Connor Brown looking to finish off his second straight scoreless appearance. Finds the zone with strike 2. Not a sure thing that his day will be done with the final out of the 5th, but I'd say it's the likely outcome. Caleb Hoppe is scheduled to pitch today. He's been up and throwing this entire inning. Here it's Brown. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That misses outside. Count moves full.
This pitch is brought to you by Highmark Credit Union.
The only base runner which Connor Brown has allowed was a 2-out walk last inning to Colin Bird. The payoff pitch from Brown. Swing and a miss, strike 3. It's the 3rd strikeout for Connor Brown in 2 brilliant innings of relief. We're halfway through tonight's ball game. The Sasquatch lead 8-3.
The newest games is at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. When you're looking for the latest and greatest games, the Lodge is the place for you as we are constantly updating our gaming floor with new and exciting games. There's always something fresh and new at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. Your home for the newest games.
I learned about the Black Hills Underground campus where Black Hills has a partnership with Surf, an old gold mine that has been converted into a science lab almost a mile underground. We're studying neutrinos and looking for WIMPs or dark matter. Thinking about the most profound mysteries of the universe, you don't expect it to be a mile underground. It's super cool.
Thinking knee replacement? With the area's only ROSA robot, Monument Health offers a more personalized and precise procedure, customized for your anatomy. Get going with Monument Health, your partner for advanced orthopedic care.
When you venture to Spearfish in the Black Hills of South Dakota, you'll find rugged hiking and biking trails, extreme rock climbs, and views that will take your breath away. Plan a Spearfish vacation and come find your adventure. Spearfish, my great place in South Dakota.
2, 3, and 4 for the Sasquatch here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Braden Smith fouls the first pitch off. Trey Schroeder really did a great job. Came on with the bases loaded, nobody out in the bottom of the 4th inning. 1 run came home. That was tagged to Yutai Okitama. Here, gets the bases empty. Smith takes that low. He's 2 for 3 so far today. He's only out. A hot shot to shortstop in the 2nd inning. That one trails inside. Out in the Sasquatch bullpen, seems like Caleb Hoppy is ready to go. You can expect to see him for the top of the 6th. For now, Spearfish trying to tack on. There's a 1 hop to 3rd. Heath Fields, throw across the diamond. Gets away from Gimbel. He backtracked out of the way. Smith advancing for 2nd. He's in there. It's an E5, a 2-base error. Sasquatch are in business to open the 5th.
Now batting for the Sasquatch, number 23, Sam Kwapnowski.
Now a left-on-left matchup as Sam Kwapnowski comes to the plate. Still looking for his first hit today. He drew a walk in the 1st, but since then a flyout and a ground out. First pitch fastball is outside. The Sasquatch as a team came into today hitting .414 with runners in scoring position. Quap has been no exception. 13 ribbies in just 37 plate appearances. Jumps ahead 2-0. We talked about it earlier. The slug has been unreal. His maturation as a player has showed out in droves with a higher slugging percentage than 2001 Barry Bonds. Showing off his selective eye, he's ahead 3-0. That's in there. Outer half. Noah Batanko is on deck. Sasquatch put up 3 runs in the 1st, 4 in the 3rd, and 1 in the 4th inning. There's a grounder foul outside of 1st.
Remember to take your foul balls to the concession stand and get a Squatch buck. Brought to you by State Farm agent Jody Garcia.
Nobody getting loose in the Aviator bullpen, so this is Trey Schroeder's ball game for the foreseeable future. Here comes the payoff. Inside, ball 4. Second walk drawn today for Quap. After a big day at the plate yesterday, the Aviators reluctant to attack him in the zone. And a prime opportunity for Noah Batanko. 2 runners on, nobody out. He led off in the 3rd and the 4th inning and had the exact same result, hit by pitch on an attempted front door breaking ball. Now against a left-hander, we'll hope to get a shot, to get a pitch to hit. First pitch from Schroeder is inside, almost hit him again. It goes to the backstop. The runners will advance, Smith to 3rd, Kwapnowski to 2nd. Of the 6 Sasquatch wins at home this season, 5 of them have been shortened via run rule. This game, still within reach, just a 5-run ball game, but Squatch have scored in the last 2 innings, and we've seen many 5+ run innings. The domino effect of success has shown out quite a bit. Count 2-1 on Batanko as that missed outside.
There's kids out behind our center field.
2-1. Breaking ball off the plate. Are they messing around with the ladder?
We'll send it.
Ben Melendres in the on-deck circle, the 3-1. Up high for ball 4. Batanko reaches base for the 3rd straight inning. Justin, just about the last guy you want to see up with the bases juiced and nobody out.
Yeah, definitely. Melendres has already shown the Aviators his power last night.
Hit an absolute moonshot to left field. It was his 3rd long ball of the season. Today, he's reached base all 3 times he's come to the plate. First pitch is in for a strike. We did see Schroeder navigate his way out of a jam last inning with minimal damage. Here, he's brought himself into this situation. That's fouled away. Quickly ahead, no balls, 2 strikes on the Sasquatch first baseman. Aviators in on just about the lip of the grass at the corners. Back for the double play up the middle. That misses. And as a former corner infielder myself, not too excited to have to move in on the grass with Ben Melendres up at the plate.
Definitely not. Exit velocity that matches just about anybody.
Looked like a slider that missed low. Evens the count 2-2. 8 runs on 7 hits for the Sasquatch, 3 runs on 6 hits for the Aviators. They've committed 2 errors. One of them here to lead off the 5th. The 2-2. That's fouled straight off of the mask of the home plate umpire.
I've taken a couple of those. Those will sting you for a while.
Yeah.
And it doesn't always set in right away.
2-2. Breaking ball just a bit low. Again, the patience from Melendres. That's one of the focal points of his summer. Showed it off right there. Hasn't seen a lot of fastballs all year. Not a ton in this at-bat. But with nowhere to put him, may see one on the 3-2. He gets a curveball and it misses outside. Not by much, but it's a great take. It's an RBI walk for Ben Melendres. Smith comes in to score. Base is still juiced, nobody out. Bottom 5.
Now batting for the Sasquatch, it's number 40, Carter Town.
The camera was shaking and I could see a head popping over the...
Carter Towns steps in. Walked his last time up. This is his first time facing Schroeder. First pitch curveball in for a strike. That big looper, the 12-6. Tough for the left-hander to stay in on. He throws it again. This time it's up high. One and one on Towns. Kwapnowski at third. Batanko at second. Melendres at first base. There's a fastball off the plate away. The Sasquatch have not hit a home run today, which has been, frankly, a rarity at home. There's a big swing and a miss. The count 2-2.
I think Carter might have heard you.
He was looking for it there. And it's of note, Spearfish is 8-0 when they've hit a home run this season, 2-3 in games where they haven't. There's a fly ball into left center field. Going back is Oilo, but that's over his head. Hits off the base of the wall. 1 run scores. 2 runs score as Batanco crosses the plate. It's a 2 RBI double for Carter Towns. And the Squatch have blown it open. They lead 11-3 in the bottom of the 5th.
Carter got it out there. Got it up into the air. But not enough carry to the opposite field to get it out of the yard. Instead, and they'll have to settle with the 2 RBI double. Extends the lead.
We saw a very, very similar swing from him yesterday, a double into the left center gap. One of the things he's so great at is catching the ball out in front and hooking homers down the right field line, but he does more than that. A very complete hitter, showcases it there as Malachi Lopez takes the first pitch in the dirt. He's already driven in 2 today. Sac fly in the 4th, RBI single in the 3rd. Got 2 ducks on the pond with nobody out. There's strike 1. Still nobody getting loose in the Aviator bullpen. Just 11 pitchers listed on their roster. Count 1 and 2. So there's really not a lot of wiggle room. You saw 3 innings from Ethan McLaughlin. They rode with him even as he was getting roughed up in the 3rd inning. They tried to get some innings out of Yutai Okutama, but he failed to record an out, just couldn't find the strike zone. Breaking ball, just outside. Tried to hit the back door, 2-2 on Lopez. So now here we are with Trey Schroeder, who did average 2 innings per outing this season at Colby Community College. So he's used to going multiple innings. That's in the dirt. That'll go back to the screen. Melendrez scores easily. It's another run. Scoring by a wild pitch, the 4th today. And here's the big inning for the Sasquatch. Already 4 home. It's 12-3.
You know if your account is paying you like it should. Highmark has 6.05% interest on checking account.
Justin, it just feels inevitable. You know it's coming at some point.
They always find a way.
There's a fly ball stung into center field. Moving back onto this fast bender. He makes the catch at the base of the track. It'll easily score the runner Towns from 3rd. It's another sac fly for Malachi Lopez. Spearfish ahead by 10. It's 13-3. They'll appeal over to 3rd for good measure. The throw actually got away from Heath. Now he steps on the bag, and Towns left in time. He didn't go early, so the run counts. Another day. Another time the Sasquatch are in line for a mercy rule here in the bottom of the 5th inning as Wilson Kiefer takes the first pitch upstairs. Two 2-0 now on the Sasquatch third baseman. Kiefer is 0 for 3. Line out and 2 fielders' choices today. Now a good chance of a walk. He's ahead 3-0. Ben Fewer is on deck. That's in there. Curveball is low. Wilson Kiefer reaches base for the first time today.
Now batting for the Sasquatch, number 3, Benjamin Fewer.
Ben Fewer comes on. This will be his 4th plate appearance.
Oh, our camera guy.
He's been productive every time. Single in the 2nd, fielder's choice, which scored a run in the 3rd, and a walk in the 4th inning. And here to start is AB in the 5th. He takes a strike. Trey Schroeder in an inning and a 3rd now is up to 54 pitches. He's ahead on Fewer 0-2. A guy who really hasn't struck out a lot. Right in line with this entire Sasquatch lineup. Low and outside. There's a fly ball, right center field. Coming on is Fastbender. Makes the catch, 2 down.
Now batting for the Sasquatch is number 10, Maddox Morrison.
The lineup flips over with 2 away. Maddox Morrison will get his 5th plate appearance in 5 innings. Aesthetically pleasing looking at the scorecard. He's hit in every inning. He takes strike 1. Oftentimes when a guy gets 5 plate appearances in 5 innings, you'll see 1 inning where he skipped and then he hits twice in 1 frame. But no, Maddox Morrison keeping it consistent. The Sasquatch have not batted around yet here today. There's a grounder out to 2nd. Taking it to the bag is Cahill. 4 unassisted, ends the 5th inning. But not before the Sasquatch score 5 runs on 1 hit. They do leave a man left on base. We're going to the 6th, Spearfish on top, 13-3.
At Monument Health, we keep going so you can keep going. With advanced orthopedic care, technology, innovations, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner.
Your home for the newest games is at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. When you're looking for the latest and greatest games, the Lodge is the place for you as we are constantly updating our gaming floor with new and exciting games. There's always something fresh and new at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. Your home for the newest games.
My name is Layton Schnell, and I'm majoring in biology and getting a minor in chemistry on a pre-dental track. It's a great community. Everybody has your back. You will gain so many more opportunities than you even thought possible. Being a part of BH in a small community, you have more ties and connections with students and advisors. Being able to have those gives you a pathway to more opportunities.
Looking for
Welcome back here to Black Hills Energy Stadium. The Sasquatch lead 13-3 as we're headed to the 6th inning. And we're joined by an old friend of the program, AJ Reister, last year's play-by-play broadcaster for the Sasquatch. AJ, how's it feel to be back in Spearfish?
It's been crazy. I came out here with my girlfriend and Aiden Wirtz, who was my partner on the mic last year. It's been incredible to be back. I mean, hanging out with the guys again. A lot of returners. Of course, Hoppy, one of them, who's on the mound now. He was here last year. and all the memories start flooding back from the late night games, the monsoon that came through and wiped out like all of our cameras, the bus rides with the guys playing Mafia, like all the memories start coming back. So it's been fun to be here, see what you guys have been able to do in the press box. I mean, this is crazy, the equipment you've been able to put together up here. It's just fun to be back and see the field still in good shape with Eli and Cooper running the show now.
Yeah, of course, we gave him the shout out. 21st birthday for Eli today.
Yeah, right? Yeah, we celebrated last night when it hit midnight. Had a good time at False Bottoms. And yeah, shout out Eli. Officially legal.
Caleb Hoppy has entered the game. First pitch is a strike. And AJ, I see you've got the ring on your finger right now.
Yes, it probably won't come off for a few days.
I was just about to ask. So when you get back home, are you framing that thing? You going to keep it on your finger? What's the game plan?
Well, I told the people at my new job in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, I work at a local TV station there now. I told them that I'm bringing it on Monday so that everyone can get a good look at it. If anyone wants to put it on for a little bit, I'll give a maximum 10 seconds. That's my limit. But yeah, I got to bring it to work on Monday at least. They said I should leave it at my desk and like frame it at my desk. I don't know if I trust them that much yet. I've only worked there 2 weeks, but it's at least coming with me to work on Monday. After that, it's kind of up in the air.
TBD. That's
TBD.
Fair enough. You don't want to put that thing at any type of risk. It is beautiful.
It is. I mean, it's the fact it's personalized with the last name. I mean, it sparkles in the sunlight. It's amazing. I might go next to my Ryan Bachman bobblehead. I think that's my workout next.
It's even got the record on there too.
Right? Yeah. They're 35-17. And let me tell you, we remember more of those wins than the 17 losses.
There's a pop, cotton shallow left. First out recorded by Ben Fewer. And so many memories, AJ. What do you think is number one here at Black Hills Energy Stadium?
Oh, boy. Well, that's hard. Just there's so many. I mean, obviously, we go back to the championship night, of course, and being able to be up here with Aiden and deliver that call for the first time in program history, winning a championship, and then going down onto the field. And after the game, me and Cooper got a Gatorade bath. We were smoking cigars in the outfield. we had some sake out there. Like it was such a good time. But some of the best memories were honestly after the games, hanging out with the other interns at each other's houses, staying up till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. There was one night that we talk about all the time where we were hanging out at Amber's house. She's one of the interns last year, the graphic design intern. And we were at her house playing sequence, having a good time till the sun rose. We literally watched the sunrise. And we got back to our host family, the Hunters. Shout out the Hunters. They were fantastic host family. And we got back, and our host mom, Brittany, had already left for her morning run by the time we got back to the house. So that's an all-time memory right there. But even playing Mafia with the guys on the bus, on all the trips and things like that, like those were so fun. They let me be the host a couple times with Mafia. That was a good time. But yeah, those are just a couple of the stories.
As Fastbender is set down for the second out via the K. And AJ, in your time, I know you were here yesterday, maybe not super locked in on the game at hand. Here today, team playing well again. You think this team has what it takes to stack up with 2025 squad?
Oh, yeah. I mean, they are hitting the crap out of the baseball. The pitching staff looks as deep as it's been. I was talking to Quap yesterday and some of the other guys, and he said, we had a really good team last year, but this team can swing the bat, arguably even better than last year. All the arms can touch 90 or higher. This team looks very, very well-rounded and has a very, very good chance of going back-to-back, and I'm excited to see what this team can do.
Yeah, it really has been special to watch here in the early going. But you mentioned you've just started a spot at a new company. The people here, they miss you here on the broadcast. Give them a little update. What's going on with you?
Yeah, so I'm working at a local TV station in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, KGAN, Iowa's News Now, as a sports reporter. I just started there a couple weeks ago. They legitimately threw me into the fire. I skipped all the training and just started reporting on some high school soccer games. And then I just did my first feature story on a former Iowa baseball player that got signed by the Colorado Rockies. So I sat down with him, did a little interview. So, yeah, got started 2 weeks ago. I've already knocked out three or four stories, and we're just rocking and rolling. It's a good time.
That's awesome. Getting straight to work. That's the way to go.
Hey, that's the best way to do it. That's the best way to learn, is just to get thrown in the fire and you figure it out. I'm sure you guys have had your fair share of those moments.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, I'll ask you. Okay, so how long, let's see, I had my clock is a little off. So how long have you guys actually been in Spearfish?
So I got in here on, I want to say May 16th. So we're here right around a month now.
Okay, you're about to hit the 4-week mark.
Yes.
How have you liked Spearfish?
Oh, it has been fantastic. You know, I've had also a great host family. Shout out to the Watsons.
Shout out.
I know they came out to the ballpark here tonight. But, I mean, you know, the team has been fun to watch. You look in the background here at the stadium, you see the mountains peeking out. I mean, it truly doesn't get better than this.
Well, let me tell you, Hoppy, if you tell him that it's mountains out there, he will yell at you. He's from Colorado, so he knows what real mountains look like. He will always tell you that they are hills, not mountains. So if you ever have him up here, don't make that mistake, because he will ride you.
I'll keep that one in mind. I mean, fair enough. It is the Black Hills, right?
Yeah. He's got a point. And granted, he is from Colorado, so he knows what mountains look like. But, I mean, to us, at least for me, going to school at Iowa, from Minnesota, they look like mountains to me.
Look, hey, same thing here. Us regular folk in New Jersey, we're not
right.
used to this kind of thing.
Right.
As there is a stolen bag for Cahill. Again, the Aviators continuing their perfect stretch. 12 stolen bags on 12 attempts thus far this season. And, AJ, you're a play-by-play guy at heart.
Yes.
Would you say baseball is your number one sport to call?
I will say that baseball is the sport I know the most because I played it in high school.
There's a grounder out to second. Lopez Fields flips to first in time to retire the side.
But yes, baseball is my favorite to call because it's the sport I grew up playing. But let me tell you, at Iowa, I've learned a lot about wrestling, basketball, gymnastics, volleyball, field hockey. I mean, I'm sure you guys have had your fair share of calling other sports outside of baseball. But at the University of Iowa, I've had a chance to call a lot of different sports, and I've grown to love all of them. I would call marble racing if they asked me to. I don't care. If you give me a headset and something to commentate, I'll do it.
So what would you say your number one niche sport is that you've had the chance to call?
Niche sport? Ultimate Frisbee is probably one of the more niche ones. I haven't done marble racing, for anyone wondering. But in high school, we had a high school Ultimate Frisbee team. And it wasn't actually affiliated with the high school. They were just a club team. But they were playing at the high school football field. So we live streamed it with my dad and I's live streaming business up there. And I ended up having to learn how to call Ultimate Frisbee. So that was kind of a weird one. But gymnastics was really hard to learn because that is a whole other language. So I had the opportunity to go to a lot of practices with the team, learn what a Yurchenko full is. Don't actually ask me to demonstrate because I will break something. But being able to learn the different languages of all the different sports has just been so fun over the last 4 years. And it's pretty cool to be able to still come back, though, to your home sport. The sport, I mean, this is the sport I grew up playing, and I will forever have a special place in my heart for baseball.
What position did you play?
I was an outfielder. Every once in a while, if we were up big, they'd let me pitch, but mostly an outfielder.
All right, and what was your playing type? A power guy, speed guy?
I was definitely a speed guy. I like to say I had a few home runs, but they didn't actually count because there were no fences. And so they just turned into a triple. But yeah, I was definitely a speed guy. There was not a whole lot of power behind my bat.
Hey, I say the inside the park Little League homer counts.
I mean, yeah, like I definitely say that those were my home runs, but that none that left the yard. No power like that. No matter how small the field was.
Here to open the bottom of the 6th inning, it'll be Braden Smith. He's facing Kobe Paxton. An announced crowd here this evening of 550 on ring ceremony tonight. We are joined here in the booth by AJ Reister for anyone just tuning in. And as that pitch misses low, 2-0.
Well, we got some, the Tarps Off gang is starting to make their way into Spearfish.
Yeah, it's been a big movement. What do you think about Tarps Off?
Hey, if it's growing the sport, I say it's good. So, if, Wurtzy's saying I need to go Tarps Off. I don't know if people need to see that.
You know, we were talking about, with Bobo Iandoli, he was saying, hey, love to have a sleeveless game in the booth. It's not quite Tarps Off, but
it's closer, right? I mean, if you're willing to do that to one of your shirts, go for it, right? I mean, we had some fun up here last year with some, especially on Halloween night, we had some funny costumes.
That's punched into right field. Smith charging for second base. He slides in safely with a double. It's his 3rd knock of the day.
Yeah, let's see if the Squatch can get another 10-run rule here, right? They got one last night.
Yeah. It's really been a habit, AJ. I mean, they've played, this is the 7th game at home. Of the first 6, 5 of them have been mercies.
I was going to say, every time I check in on social media, it looks like a lopsided football score. And yeah, look at the guys down there. Tarps Off. Rooting for some more offense here from the Squatch. I love it.
You have to love it. I mean, it really doesn't get better than that.
Right. I mean, if the fans are getting into it, that's when you know it's a good night.
As now we've got a pinch hitter. The local kid, Aiden Meverden from Spearfish, has stepped in. He's pinch hitting for Sam Kwabnoski. Takes a strike right there.
And Quap's had a nice couple of days, hasn't he?
He sure
had
has.
A nice couple of seasons.
Well, you can speak on seeing Quap last summer.
Yeah.
What impresses you most about him as a player? Because, I mean, he's just jumped off the page to us every day with the way he plays.
And funny enough, I got to talk to him a little bit yesterday, and he actually had a down year at Doane. He is consistently hitting above 300 in the spring. This last year he hit 290. And he's been getting a lot. He's been out of the transfer portal trying to go Division I for his final year. He's had a ton of coaches across from the SEC, like Kentucky, and some of those schools have been starting to follow him and reach out to him. But how energetic he is in the dugout. If you get a chance to hang out in the dugout with Quap, he's one of the loudest guys. He is hilarious. He loves baseball, but he's also consistent as an actual player. He's consistently making plays in the outfield. He played first base quite a bit for us last season towards the end. And he's always got a great bat. And off the field, he's the exact same way. Super fun. He has a really good relationship with Grayson Chapeau. I mean, he's an all-around guy. I'd love and miss Quap. I'm glad he's back here in Spearfish.
And speaking on, the way he is off the field, he actually was just recognized. He won the Hank Burbridge Champion of Character Award, which is given out to an NAIA athlete every year, and I imagine that's not a surprise to you at all.
No, I saw him post about that, and that did not surprise me at all. I had a chance last year to sit down and learn more about his personal story as well, with his faith journey, and then also his advocation for people who are struggling with mental health and thinking about taking their own life. And he was very open about his own story in a lot of those aspects. And the fact that he was willing to tell me those stories, I know that a lot of the guys would go to him if they were having mental health problems or if they were just having a down time. And so the fact that he won that award does not surprise me at all.
There's a swing and a miss for strike one. It really has, become clear very strong culture here in Spearfish as our very own in-game host.
Some of the players down there, too, have gone tops off.
Everyone getting in on the fun here.
Is that Peters and Keefe down there? Oh, Quap has joined them as well down there.
I think also Evan Hesse, one of the starting pitchers for the Sasquatch, has jumped in.
How about it?
You see anything like this last summer?
No, no, we did not. I mean, when the monsoon came through, yeah, because we were all drenched, but nothing like this in game. This is awesome.
2-2 to Batanco. Fly ball into center field. Tarps off crowd yells, but that is a routine fly out for Fassbender. First out of the inning. So when the monsoon comes, this is the first thing that comes to my mind. When you think about rain at baseball stadiums, anyone try to recreate the classic slip and slide? I can't remember who it was, but there's some viral video of an MLB player in a rain delay doing a slip and slide.
I know what video you're talking about. I don't know if we did that on any tarps or anything, but we were down there sliding around just in the grass. I don't think none of us recreated like the Justin Fields thing either with the Bears sliding into the end zone. But yeah, we had a lot of fun. When the clouds finally parted and all the rain stopped, there was a double rainbow, and that was definitely one of the best highlights of last season too, which is funny because the game had to end like halfway through. We had to pick it up the next day, and it was just such a mess trying to clean up the field. But we were all just running around in the rain. Me and Aiden had our shirts off, just having a good time.
There's a shallow fly ball, right field. Dunks in for a base hit for Melendrez. The runners go station to station. Smith at third. So bases loaded, one out, bottom six. Sasquatch trying to tack on, already up by 10.
How about this? Back-to-back nights, bases loaded in the bottom of the sixth. They're just teasing the fans out here.
You know, I saw looking through some of the clips the Moneyball version of the home run that Aiden put together. Aiden's up here in the booth, and that was fantastic.
Oh, that, again, another highlight from last season when it was a similar game to this, kind of a blowout, and Lucas Torelli put a heck of a swing on in the first pitch.
10K Torelli in the stands tonight. Will he watch some magic here? First pitch is up high to Carter Towns.
Yeah, when the situation happened last night too, we all turned to him and said, "Hey, Torelli, get your jersey on. They need you."
That's upstairs, so 2-0 to Towns. And we thought up here in the booth that Quap had it.
Oh, we all did. we were standing right behind the dugout and ready to jump out there with the guys.
There's a high pop, shallow right field. Drifting under it is Cahill. He'll make the catch for the second out, but still a chance. For the grand slam. And AJ, Malachi Lopez up to the plate. He hit a home run yesterday.
Dude, does he have another in him? Let's see what he's got, man. I mean, it's so funny that last year, Aiden, how many years had that promotion been going? Because it was every year up to that point. So I don't know how many years it was. We knew last year. But it was so many years since the program started, and that was the first one ever. And the fact now that in a year removed from Torelli's 10K Grand Slam, now we got back-to-back nights with an opportunity.
Malachi Lopez has been on a power surge as of late. 5 extra base hits in his last 5 games. And he has a ball trickled in. I believe it was from the bullpen.
Yeah, it was from our own bullpen.
Just building up the suspense. Bases loaded, bottom of the 6th inning. There's strike 2 on Lopez. Before the game, Coach Demas said that part of Malachi Lopez's evolution as a hitter has been to find times to be selfish and take big hacks. That hits him, so he will not have a shot. And you can see he's not happy about it.
Yeah, he wanted to send someone home with $10,000, but Kiefer, he's got a chance to do it, a homegrown kid.
Yeah, the Rapid City native, not too far away from the lodge at Deadwood, who supplies the $10,000.
Bases loaded. Bottom of the sixth. Here's Wilson Keeper.
It doesn't get better than this, AJ.
Well, and I guarantee you a lot of kids down that line with their tarps off know Kiefer pretty well because he's from the area. He's very in tune with the local team here in Spearfish. He might have a special connection with some of the guys down there.
Can he deliver? One of the moments of the summer here. There's a line drive into left field. That's down for a base hit. The runners want to keep the Grand Slam dream alive. They just go station to station. It's an RBI single for Wilson Kiefer. They stay juiced for Ben Fewer. Fewer, probably not the most likely candidate for a Grand Slam. But never say never.
You never say never. Ben's had a little bit of pop every once in a while.
Look, and if there's any time to swing for the fences, it's right now as he takes strike one.
Dude, every kid that is in this stadium is running over there to take off their shirts and join the movement.
As there's a grounder out to shortstop. It hits off of the glove of coming into the game. That is Buchanan. He's moved to short. It's an E6.
That's a classic Foyer move right there. That's a classic Ben Foyer hit right there. It's either bloop single to the right side or he's just punching it right back up the middle. That is classic Ben.
The dream stays alive. Maddox Morrison comes to the plate. He has not hit a home run this season, but had plenty this year at Crowder College. I said before the game, today was the day. First pitch, fly ball, left center field.
Just
moving over his fast bender. He makes the catch on the run. Made it interesting at the end, but that will retire the side. The Sasquatch score 3 runs. They leave them loaded in the bottom of the 6th inning. Looking for another mercy. Top of the 7th inning coming up after this.
For the ultimate family getaway, Hart Ranch Camping Resort has you covered with endless activities and top-notch amenities where the destination is the vacation. Want to try before you buy? Experience Hart Ranch with our resort membership preview. Just $139.95 for 4 days and 3 nights of unforgettable RV camping. Love what you see? We have membership types available for the occasional camper to the every weekender. Call 605-737-5360 or visit hrresort.org to schedule your membership preview today.
We're all going somewhere. Going higher, faster, farther. Going in new directions, to new places. At Monument Health, we keep going so you can keep going. We're dedicated to advanced orthopedic care with the latest innovations, technology, expertise, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner. Learn more at monument.health/orthopedics.
I'm Noah Westergaard, and I'm studying photography at Black Hills State. Being able to use what I learned in class to apply to actual things and not just a project for a grade, to have an actual purpose behind some stuff, I think it's pretty rewarding. The opportunities are there. I know that I'll be able to do whatever comes my way.
And we're back, top of the 7th inning. Joined now in the booth by last year's color commentator / producer / do-it-all man, the utility man, Aiden Wirtz. Thank you so much for joining us here.
Thank you for having us. Yeah, AJ was on a second ago. He did a phenomenal job last year. It was a pleasure to have him. We broadcast for, let's think, now 4 years combined over the span of our Iowa career. And then we had a whole summer out here, and it was unbelievable, surreal.
So you're saying the two of you have been play-by-play and color quite a few times.
Yes. Oh, my gosh.
First pitch is grounded onto short. Fewer. Cuts him down for the first down.
Yeah, AJ and I, we had the opportunity to go out to Houston most recently for the men's Sweet 16 and Elite 8 games for Iowa. We watched the Hawkeyes lose basically the entire game against Nebraska, one of our rivals, and then in the last 2 minutes, they came back and won. We went nuts, and our clip actually got reposted. No, not even reposted. It got posted on the March Madness Instagram, which was my 37 seconds of fame. Probably all I'll get, but that's okay.
Hey, I wouldn't sell yourself too short.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, it's always funny with radio. You know, they say, hey, I've got a good face for radio, which is a joke because you're not actually on the screen, except for when you post yourself on March Madness, and then you are on the screen.
And then in that case,
yeah,
you're
you have,
out there.
In that case, you have to worry about, you know, the eyeliner you put on last morning and obviously all the makeup you didn't wear, you know, but that's something AJ has to deal with. He's still on TV with KGAN, so he'll have some clips like that.
And, of course, you know, a magical run for Iowa.
Oh
what was it, Elite 8 trip?
Yeah, dude. So let's think. The first round, right, they played Clemson, won. Then they played Florida, which I did not think they'd ever have a shot at winning, won that one. And then literally that same night, or maybe it was the next morning, I call AJ and I'm like, hey, dude, I know this is kind of crazy, but let's go to Texas. And so we did. And our radio budget was $0, a goose egg. So we paid for the entire trip out of pocket and went down to Houston, spent the night at a La Quinta Hotel, which is probably the most unsafe hotel you could spend a night in, especially in Houston, because it was about, what, $70 a night or whatever it was. They did have a continental breakfast, which was huge. They had Texas-shaped waffles, which is, I don't know, the next best thing since sliced bread. So,
Wait, so Texas, you're saying like in the shape of the state?
I'm saying a waffle in the shape of Texas, which is awesome. That was awesome.
That's pretty good. So was it like the waffle maker was the shape of Texas, or
Yeah.
they had them ready to go? That is incredible.
They had the waffle maker the shape of Texas, which is kind of unfortunate because I was like, can you make the waffle maker in the shape of an Iowa Hawkeye? But they did not buy that idea, which is okay. It's okay.
It's too bad.
It is too bad, but, you know, innovation is for the bold.
So it was Nebraska, right? They beat them
Yes.
in the Sweet 16. What was that like? I mean, take me through that, because I mean that is Iowa's #1 rival, if I'm
Especially
correct.
in basketball. And they've got Fred Hoiberg, and listen, I've got a lot of respect for him. He's their head coach, right? Sam's the kid. Honestly, great people. But when you play Nebraska in football or basketball or baseball, you don't care who you like on that team. You know, you want to beat them every time. And we obviously beat them that game. And it was exactly what the round was. It was a sweet victory for us, and it was a great time.
There's a fastball outside from Carney, who has come on to the game. And asked AJ this.
Yeah.
Aiden, do you have a favorite memory from last summer which jumps off the top of your head?
I do. AJ, I'm going to turn it real fast. Did you talk about Torelli's? Yeah. Oh, you did? Okay. Okay, for a second, I thought I didn't hear you, but the Grand Slam was one of the biggest ones, obviously. You mentioned some of the nights that we spent, you know, staying up late. One of the coolest things, honestly, and I asked you about it before we hop back on, is just being in this place. The mountains are great, the hills, to Hoppy. But hiking some trails, like I would wake up a night after a game and go hike a trail in Spearfish Canyon. 7 a.m., 8 a.m., the sun is shining, life is good. Like, that is awesome, you know? And for the sake of the fact that, like, sometimes you have a bad game or sometimes you have, like, a late night, you get to just, like, drive through, like, this beautiful area. I mean, I'm from Illinois, and I went to school in Iowa. The only hill we have is when we walk up on Clinton Street. I mean, that's the most elevation we get, you know? Come out here, and it's just gorgeous. So those memories are great. Let me think about anything else.
There's a grounder to first. Melendrez to the bag, and that will do it. The Sasquatch advanced to a perfect 7-0 at home. They beat the Aviators 16-3 in Game 2 of this 3-game set. And Aiden,
yeah,
as an inexperienced spearfisher myself, I don't know if people are really saying
That's
that.
cool, spearfisher. I like that.
Spearfisher?
I like that.
Maybe we'll get it to stick on.
Yeah.
You've done the trails here. What's the #1 hike? What would you recommend
man.
for me? Because I haven't really had a chance to get up in the canyon yet.
Yeah. Okay. This is a great question. Tomorrow, AJ and I might do this thing called the 76 Trail. It's not too long, about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours if you're a little slower. You did this? Sorry, hold up. Anyways, 76 Trail is cool. Spearfish Canyon is cool. What are we doing? Oh, he was saying 6-7. I see. I gotcha. Now that clicked. All right. But what's the other one? What's the trail they were talking about that we might do, the Peak one? Crow Peak.
Oh, yes.
Crow Peak is phenomenal. I haven't done that one yet. We're going to maybe do that tomorrow morning. 76 is great. Spearfish Canyon is awesome. 11th hour.
Okay.
That's cool. It's kind of unknown. If you know one of the local people, they'll tell you about it more. It's really, really cool. You go into the canyon. It's kind of like, it's not a paved trail, but you climb upwards, and there's like an overlook over the road. Really cool stuff. So.
And it looks out on the mountain range, or I guess the hill range?
The hill range, yeah, exactly. So it's pretty cool to be up there. AJ and I did it with our buddy Cooper from last summer, and that was a blast. So those are the main ones I'd recommend. And honestly, I mean, anything you can do, like if you just drive in the canyon and park somewhere, there's always a little kind of like spot that you can walk off and go. That's the best, you know, spontaneity at its finest.
Well, I certainly will have to get on those. Anything else in Spearfish, which you say for anyone who, maybe any of the parents listening who are going to come on and visit? What are the spots? What's a place that you have to go to anyway?
Yeah, AJ just mentioned Emilione's, the ice cream spot down in downtown Spearfish. Stadium's pretty fun. We're going to False Bottom tonight to celebrate a little bit. Obviously, it was Eli's 21st birthday, so that'll be fun to play some pool tonight. Some other areas in Spearfish. Let's see, AJ, let's think. We just went to Killian's today. Really good food there. I mean, yeah, Black Hills Energy Stadium is the spot to be. If you come here, that's the only spot you should probably go, honestly. But those are the big keys. I want to highlight AJ once again. I know he just had his inning a second ago, and I want to highlight you guys both because you're doing a phenomenal job. We've been listening and looking at the broadcast, and again, the strides that you guys have taken are immense. It is awesome. So we're super proud of you guys. And, yeah, I'm glad that you guys, you know, were able to get rid of Sling, honestly, because the Sling studio was... I don't know, man. That was about as outdated as, I don't know, a 2000 song at a new party. It's and listen, the right crowd, the right people dance. But yeah, Sling was not great. So what you guys are doing now is awesome. The camera angles are awesome. You guys sound phenomenal, and this place is awesome. So I would say last piece of advice from AJ and I both probably is just soak it in, man. It is a beautiful place with an awesome community. So if you take one piece of advice from us, it's just to kind of like be present in the moment. And, yeah, that's the last thing I want to say, really. AJ has a really good outro. He always does. He talks about, you know, good night Spearfish and stuff. And I can't do it up as well as he does, but, you know, we'll go back to False Bottom tonight. If you guys want to join us, feel free. Feel free. All right.
All right. Well, Aiden, thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, man. Thank you guys. Yeah.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure to have you both up here in the booth. Truly, two icons here in Spearfish. Aiden, send it to break with your famous send-off.
With my favorite, okay. Well, I guess, are you guys coming back for a post game?
Yeah.
Okay, then I won't do the full spend send off. For Aiden and I, from Spearfish, from beautiful Black Hills Energy Stadium, I'm AJ Reister alongside my good friend Aiden Wirtz. We'll see you guys for the post game right after this.
Your home for the newest games is at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. When you're looking for the latest and greatest games, the Lodge is the place for you as we are constantly updating our gaming floor with new and exciting games. There's always something fresh and new at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. Your home for the newest games.
I learned about the Black Hills Underground campus, where Black Hills has a partnership with Surf, an old gold mine that has been converted into a science lab almost a mile underground. We're studying neutrinos and looking for WIMPs or dark matter, thinking about the most profound mysteries of the universe. You don't expect it to be a mile underground. It's super cool.
Thinking knee replacement? With the area's only ROSA robot, Monument Health offers a more personalized and precise procedure, customized for your anatomy. Get going with Monument Health, your partner for advanced orthopedic care.
Adventure to Spearfish in the Black Hills of South Dakota. You'll find rugged hiking and biking trails, extreme rock climbs, and views that will take your breath away. Plan a Spearfish vacation and come find your adventure. Spearfish, my great place in South Dakota.
At Monument Health, we keep going so you can keep going. With advanced orthopedic care, technology, innovations, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner.
Your home for the newest games is at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. When you're looking for the latest and greatest games, the Lodge is the place for you as we are constantly updating our gaming floor with new and exciting games. There's always something fresh and new at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. Your home for the newest games.
My name is Layton Schnell, and I'm majoring in biology and getting a minor in chemistry on a pre-dental track. It's a great community. Everybody has your back. You will gain so many more opportunities than you even thought possible. Being a part of BH in a small community, you have more ties and connections with students and advisors. Being able to have those gives you a pathway to more opportunities.
Looking for the ultimate family getaway? Hart Ranch Camping Resort has you covered with endless activities and top-notch amenities where the destination is the vacation. Want to try before you buy? Experience Hart Ranch with our resort membership preview. Just $139.95 for 4 days and 3 nights of unforgettable RV camping. Love what you see? We have membership types available for the occasional camper to the every weekender. Call 605-737-5360 or visit hrresort.org to schedule your membership preview today.
We're all going somewhere. Going higher, faster, farther. Going in new directions, to new places. At Monument Health, we keep going so you can keep going. We're dedicated to advanced orthopedic care with the latest innovations, technology, expertise, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner. Learn more at monument.health/orthopedics.
I'm Noah Westergaard, and I'm studying photography at Black Hills State. Being able to use what I learned in class to apply to actual things and not just a project for a grade, to have an actual purpose behind some stuff, I think it's pretty rewarding. The opportunities are there. I know that I'll be able to do whatever comes my way.
Welcome back here on the Spearfish Sasquatch post-game show. We are joined now by today's player of the game, Braden Smith. Braden came in today, 3 hits, felt comfortable at the plate. What was your approach?
I kind of just trusted myself. This past year was kind of rough at Gwinnett, and, I didn't get all the opportunities I needed, but I came in here, Coach Phil had me having fun and trying to just trust myself again, trust my hands, and that's what happened tonight.
Well, there's been a lot of fun on the field.
Absolutely.
What's it been like joining this team, which was rolling? You've come in, just continued the momentum. I mean, this team is now 7-0 at home. What's it like playing in front of this crowd and dominating the way you have?
The boys are rolling. The boys are hot, and they make it fun coming out here every day. It's a long season. We're out here almost every day. Not many off days, and they make it fun. That's really all it is.
And of course, you're new to Spearfish. You got in here, what, just about a week ago?
Yeah.
What's it been like getting to know the area? Of course, you guys are clicking on the field, but, it's been such a fun group. What's it like getting to know guys off the field? What are some of the things that you've done to, sort of get to know everybody?
We went out and went to Kiefer's cabin the other day, and that was a beautiful area over there in Wyoming, about 15 minutes away and everything. But, just hanging out with the boys whenever you can, inviting them over for dinner and everything, and just trying to grow as fast as you can, as close as you can.
Well, Braden, another game tomorrow here against the Aviators. Of course, you've won the first two handily. What's the approach? How do you go into tomorrow's game, staying locked in, focused on the task at hand?
It's the same game every day. Just play the same way we have been playing, and we'll take care of business.
Well, thank you so much for coming on here.
Yes, sir.
It's been a pleasure. We're going to take it to a quick break. We'll have Sasquatch head coach Phil Demos when we return. Welcome back here on the Spearfish Sasquatch post-game show. We're joined now by Sasquatch head coach Phil Demos. And Coach, now 7-0 at home. 6 of those games have been Mercy Rule victories. What's it been like just dominating the way you have, and how have you been able to get that done?
Honestly, every single day you just got to view it like the same game, right? You can't get too comfortable. You can't get too cocky. You just got to go into the game, and then, when you get a little lead, you just got to remember to enjoy it sometimes, especially guys that are getting in late game or pinch hits and stuff like that. Every single time I'll tell them, look at the crowd, let it set in, enjoy it, and if you're a starter, you got to do the same thing just earlier, right? So just enjoying it, remembering it's a game, and trying to be as consistent as possible,
Now, Connor Brown, of course, a little more shaky in his first outing of the year, but the last two, he's looked excellent on the mound. What have you seen from him?
No, it's great. I really do think, just the starting role that he was put into in the first outing of the year, I think it was just a lot of preparation. A lot of guys just they don't handle that as well, and that's totally fine, right? Like, everybody has a role. You just kind of got to play with guys, let them touch mound in different situations, and see where they kind of rise to the occasion. He does really well out of the pen, and I think that's definitely a role he's going to do consistent in. So we're gonna keep him there and let him float a little bit.
And of course, we just had Braden Smith on, but you pencil him into the 2-hole today. He hasn't been here for a long time.
Yeah.
But in that short time, what's impressed you most about him as a ball player?
Oh, just the consistent hard contact. Like, when he does make contact, it's extremely hard. So, like, just staying on the barrel. I talked to them the other day in our hitters meeting just about, the more times you stay on the barrel, regardless if you get out, it's going to fall in your favor over the course of the season, right? Over how many at-bats, versus if you stay off the barrel, you might get a little hit every now and then, but over the course of, larger sample size, you're going to end up not doing too great. So just staying on the barrel, and he does a great job at that, even when he gets out. So.
And, kind of a rarity today. No home runs for the squad, but you guys, again, cruise on to the victory. How much is that something that you focus on? Are you really worried about the home run numbers at all with this team, or it's just putting together good at-bats?
No, not at all. That's just something that happens just because you got dudes that can swing it a little bit. But at the end of the day, the quality at-bats, and like I said, staying on the barrel, that stuff's going to happen regardless of what you do. So I was thinking the same thing earlier when at the end of the game, I was like, did we have a home run? It'd be really cool if the first home run was during the 6th inning right here and somebody won $10,000. But no, I'm not worried about that at all. Those are going to come regardless.
Well, that's all we've got here today. Thank you for coming on, Coach.
Anytime, guys. Anytime. Appreciate you.
We're going to send it to a quick break here on the Spearfish Sasquatch post-game show. We're going to wrap things up here when we return.
Your home for the newest games is at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. When you're looking for the latest and greatest games, the Lodge is the place for you, as we are constantly updating our gaming floor with new and exciting games. There's always something fresh and new at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. Your home for the newest games.
I learned about the Black Hills Underground campus, where Black Hills has a partnership with Surf, an old gold mine that has been converted into a science lab almost a mile underground. We're studying neutrinos and looking for WIMPs or dark matter. Thinking about the most profound mysteries of the universe, you don't expect it to be a mile underground. It's super cool.
And we welcome you back here on the Spearfish Sasquatch post-game show. Alongside Justin Hausman, I'm Nikita Lohman. Sasquatch dominate again today. They beat the Aviators 16-3. They have now outscored opponents here at home this season 101-18.
That's an insane number. And with play, with the team playing as they have at home, I only expect that number to grow as we continue here through this homestand and through these next 40-ish games or so. It's going to be really hard for teams to come into Black Hills Energy Stadium and try to get wins. You might get lucky and come away with one. You're probably not coming away with any more than one in a 3 or 4 game series, just with how the Sasquatch play in front of their home crowd.
The homestand is going to continue rolling into tomorrow. It'll be the final game of the 3-game set against the Aviators, Faith and Family Night. That game will start at 4:05 p.m. And then a big 2-game tilt against the Spuds. The Sasquatch at 11-3 have a pretty sizable lead in first place, but head-to-head games are how you make up room. So the Spuds are going to be bringing in their A game for that one. Those two sides are 2-2 thus far against each other this season. On June 16th, Tuesday, it'll be Pirate Night. On Wednesday, June 17th, it's St. Patty's Day in June. So should be 2 fun ones, 2 tightly contested contests by, in the early going, what seems to be the top 2 teams in the ILB. Well, that's going to be all for tonight's broadcast. Alongside Justin Hausman, I'm Nikita Lohman. We thank you for tuning in to this special ring ceremony night coverage of the Spearfish Sasquatch here on Spearfish Sasquatch Live. For now, we are signing off.